We are live. All right. That all the dream that's a how old MGP?
I think 11.
Okay. Then the Riven is 9 and 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
We start with whatever you want to start with. Right now,
Are we on?
yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay.
We're live. Nobody's in yet. We're just gonna chill.
Hey, we were on time.
I know.
Wow.
If it actually went live.
Well, how? I'm sure it did. How? What's the proof on the? It was all a dream.
I don't know. I didn't look.
111 proof.
Okay. Okay.
So we should start with this because that Riven, damn, I didn't realize it's almost 123 proof.
Okay.
Plus, I mean, conventional MGP bourbon compared to essentially a Boo-Rye.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're live.
All right. Thank you, Chris, for letting us try this. Very excited.
Chris is. It is his proposal.
Proposalversary. Yeah.
That's a mouthful.
Baby pours.
Yeah, baby pours. I gotta watch the kiddos tomorrow.
Well, that's not our bottle. Gotta be respectful of that.
I mean, that's what I meant.
Woo! Oh, we didn't really go over the bottle. We didn't talk about it.
No, we will once we smell it. Let's give some people a little bit of time to get in here too. It's hard to just jump right off the bat, and then everybody that's not in here right away has to like rewind to see what we were talking about. Dude, the nose on this is awesome.
Yeah. I'm getting...
All right, drive safe though. Don't get crazy with it.
I'm getting something halfway through and I can't pick out the note I'm getting. Fucking COVID.
Dude, I did the sleep study the other night. Did cough one time. The whole time.
Because you were focused on sleeping.
I guess.
I can't pick out mid-profile. There's a note in there that I...
Nose profile, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Never heard somebody, I guess.
You can get different scents throughout. Deeper you inhale.
Yeah, I just never
That's what
thought
she
about
said.
it. I get like a super strong caramel note on the nose. Like that's the prevalent note
Yep.
I'm getting.
It's after that.
And so,
Like maybe licorice?
no, if it was licorice, if it red licorice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man,
Not black licorice.
I just always
No, like red vines.
yeah, because it's super sweet.
Yeah.
Like it's got a hyper sweet nose. Right now, for everyone in here, we're just giving people a little bit of time to get in. We don't want to go into the group stuff right away. We'll probably wait 1 or 2 more minutes and then get into that, and then people can scroll back if they really need to.
Whoa.
First bottle we're drinking though is Dream Spirits. It was all a dream. It's 11-year MGP, handed over to us from ex-admin Chris, the man. 11-year MGP sitting at 111.2.
Yeah.
Roughly 111.2. But we'll leave the bottle here. Hopefully, we're looking at it on a small screen, so hopefully you guys can kind of zoom in and see it if you need us to move the bottle, because the lighting does whitewash it a bit. We'll figure it out.
There's nothing about this I don't like. This is just
It's cola.
It's just a great On the nose?
Yeah, it's cherry cola on the
Is
nose.
that what?
Like, I just went back to it and it immediately hit me.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, that is cherry Coke, not cherry Pepsi. Like, it's the sweeter. So cherry Coke to me is sweeter than cherry Pepsi.
I'm still going. I get red vines, but
Oh wow,
mm-hmm.
that's really freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
The viscosity on that is real nice. That's a good creamy.
It's not
mouthfeel.
not too oily, but it kind of coats everything.
And that cherry cola nose translates completely to the palate.
Mm-hmm.
It just tastes like cherry cola with like a hint of like honey or caramel. More caramel, more darker syrup like that as opposed to honey. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's.
Thanks for the G-Spot hookup on that too, Chris.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
so we're getting a bottle. Okay, so we waited long enough. We're gonna get into club stuff now. I just wanted to wait a little bit for people to get in here.
I really hated that.
Yeah, I'm savoring it. But you always drink faster than me.
It's
I do more
Friday,
talking
dude.
though. So
I worked all week. I had to go to Portland.
all right, so Blue Note we've already talked about in the past. That's ordeal. We talked about benders being a possibility. That was the second highest voted. We talked to Bill Bender on the phone today. Main concern was pricing. When anything's brought into Idaho likes to take a larger cut than any other state, and we wanted to make sure that whatever we're getting is obviously worth the price, and at a price point that will work for everybody in the group. We talked to him. You got this? No, this isn't the Boo Rye. This is
No, that we got that coming up too.
Yeah, this. If you already got this, awesome. And who's Mr. Bobby B? Is that you, Bozeman? Is that Bob Bozeman? And if not, then let us know. But yeah, so we talked to Bill today. Essentially, the one that works best price point wise would, if any of you have had the leather bound books, which is a great pour in my opinion.
Very good pour.
He has basically that same juice, and it's just been aging longer. And so it would come in at about 7 years. It's 70 corn, 21 rye, 9 barley. So it's a good mash bill in my opinion. He said that would work, and that would probably, when Brian and I did the math, and he's going to work with us on pricing a little bit, it'll probably come in at like 130. And if you've had the leather bound books, to me that's a 130 bottle all day. And this is going to be older, and I would assume a little bit more complex because that he said they're in like the back corner, highest corner of his warehouses where he's been keeping those. So it's getting all the heat, all of the moisture. Like, it's going to be really good. But again, talking to him just reassured us that we can bring something really good in at a good price point. So that is officially on the books. We are doing Blue Note and Benders for sure now.
Still no time frame though, right?
Huh?
No time frame.
No time frame on those. We got to get out there. So we're working on locking up our last two, get out there, get an idea, or do the picks and then get them to you. It's going to be a little congested because the other ones we are going to do, possibly. What up, Juan?
Is
Traveling?
Juan on?
Yeah, he's in Utah.
Ogden.
So this is like a 99% thing, as close to 100 as it can be without being 100. The third pick we are going to do is the Kentucky Nectar. Again, we're probably looking at about 130 for that. That's going to be,
And it's an
I know-
incredible pour.
yeah, those bottles, a couple of us have had them floating around here. Hopefully you've tried it. It's phenomenal. I'm not a huge honey finish person.
I'm not either.
But they do it very well. It is the deftest of touch on there, and it's killer. And those bottles, secondary market.
That was good word choice.
What?
The deftest.
Yeah, the deftness.
Def-
Deftest. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, don't. Now. Mess it
up. So the Kentucky Nectar secondary, that goes for like 200 to 250 all day.
I've seen it go as high as 3.
Yeah, and we're getting it to you for probably 130, 140 max. Again, there's nothing we can do about that. That's Idaho being Idaho. But again, it's well worth that too, like and beyond. And it's going to be just super special to do your own pick because the ones that are floating around here aren't our picks. So it's just going to be that much better. Juan, you've never had a binders?
Oh, shit.
Easy enough. I mean, I got 2 different binders. Mark has like 1 or 2.
Could have brought him over to his house.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We definitely got you there. I know Bob's got a binders. Brian, we got you taken care of. It's really good juice. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a killer pick. The Blue Note will be a cost-effective pick and good in my opinion. You know how I feel about those.
You're a Blue Note fanboy.
I am.
Yeah.
They're delicious. What can I say? And then just kind of rolling through on that same thing is this one we don't have a percentage. We have a strong feeling. But what we're gonna try to do for the 4th pick is do a James E. Pepper decanter. As far as we know, there's never been a pick of that. We're trying to be the very first pick nationally of that bottle. And that's been in the state
so
before,
cool.
so theoretically it should come in at what it came in at before at $60. But depending on what Idaho decides to do, it's still probably going to be a sub $80 bottle. The juice is good enough to be $80, and then the fact that it could be the very first pick done.
Even if Idaho wants to be stingy and it's 95, I think it's worth it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and the bottle's cool.
It's
Infinity
a cool
bottle.
decanter. The juice is supposed to be amazing. And we'd be the first in the country, I think.
I haven't seen one. I tried to look it up. I haven't seen one from any other groups. And just with the contact that we have, it seems like they haven't done it yet, but they've been wanting to, and like they're open to letting us be the first one. So either way, even if we're not the very first, it's still going to be a good pick, especially value for the juice. But we're trying to be the first. We're trying to kickstart that whole thing and just a really special thing to do to be the first at something. So that's what we're working on. I mean, I'm trying to really condense the business aspect because I know a lot of you guys don't have time to just sit here and hang out with us.
You want to talk about Boo Idaho?
Oh yeah, no, we're going into that. But I was saying that's the pick section.
Yeah.
So we're also tasting 2 different Dream. We know that the Dream pick from last year, I want to say it's probably like 75 to 25 liked it. We know the price point people were afraid of because they've never really had Dream. If you're not first, you're last. That is right one. But I mean, Brian was supposed to be on the stream with us. He's running a little late. He's got the list of everything Prov has.
Oh,
And so if we do another Dream pick, it's not going to be Booker's. And Booker's is devices in its own right. But I mean, Prov has some amazing stuff. Lots of old MGP, lots of options to where we can double oak it if we want to. He had some fun rye mash bills, going off memory. So hopefully we'll probably post something or share that another way once we get that list. But I think doing another Dream pick in the future, whether it's the first pick of 25, should be something worth considering. Because Prov worked with Chris and Brian really hard on that first pick to make it as affordable as possible for what we got.
Well, and I know
And just the stuff he has in his warehouses.
I remember a few of them. I think it was a 7-year Weeder MGP.
Mm-hmm.
There was Alchemy MGP.
That's like 11 year, wasn't it? 10
I think that was 10 or 11 year Alchemy MGP collab. That sounded fucking incredible. There was some high rise. There was like 9 different options. And going back to what James was touching on, the last pick was Booker's. So if you're not a Booker's fan, you don't like the peanut cherry profile. That's what's nice about NDPs is we can get juice from MGP, we can get juice from Barton, we can get juice
10-year Barton.
Yeah, 10-year Barton. Just because it's Dream Spirits, they're all going to be different, and that's what's great about Prov. So I think it's a cool opportunity.
Yeah, dude, and that 11-year, it was all a dream we just had. So good.
Well, we've only heard really high praises on the Ribin that just came in, so we're going to dive into that next.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't. Is this MGP? I don't know what.
Yeah, it's MGP both.
Is it MGP?
Yep. So it's 50% 8-year rye, MGP, and then 50% 9-year MGP bourbon. So we're gonna do this. This is a fresh crack. Maybe the All a Dream had a little bit of air it got to it, and so it was drinking really well. We'll see how this is on fresh crack. Juan, yeah, you're not a big Booker's fan, right? Like, totally get it. I personally love the Dream pick. I think it's awesome.
Juan, I have an extra bottle of Ribin.
Oh, he does. Of the Dream Ribin, yeah.
Yeah.
Of what we're about to taste.
Of what we're about to drink.
Okay, so that's the pick stuff kind of wrapped up. If you missed that, you can scroll back and kind of listen to it. Any questions you have of that, feel free to post in here, and we can answer them in real time, or comment on one of the posts in BWE about the stream tonight, and we can address it there.
I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, if you need more, let me know.
Micro.
These are our bottles, right? We were being stingy with Chris's. We're trying to be. We could probably be a little bit more generous because this is our bottle.
I want to be more generous. Holy
do it.
Shit.
Do it. Pour me a little bit more than 2.
Oh my god, that nose.
Because I'm going to start talking about the barrel dump. So the barrel dump party, the event is on April 12th. We are going to keep that date. That's the date we're doing. Just kind of back story on the barrel. I think Brian's working on figuring out what exactly it was, but it is a fresh Buffalo Trace barrel.
Yeah, we don't know what juice was in there yet, but it's from Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, he has everything about it. He's going to reach out to him and say, hey, what did you guys have in this before? And that will be a fun thing to know. We're pouring all of our bottles into that and just kind of see what influence that might have on the final product. I'm so excited for this party. I think it's going to be such a fun experiment, and then the party itself is going to be fun. We'll have barbecue. Whether he does the barbecue, I do it, combo. We'll have...
Hannah.
No, I'm the barbecuer. Hannah's not.
Oh, fair enough.
She's better at everything else.
Barbecue's a science.
Yeah, she's better. Well, she is so good at it. But
dude, this is...
Dude, the color's so dark.
Dude, the nose on this is not... Like, it was not what I expected. I'm not getting a heavy rye nose. I get, like, cinnamon, baking spice, candied pecans, a lot of sugar.
I get the rye, but it goes away real quick. The rye is the very first thing I get on the nose.
I'm saying it's not what I expected for the Ribin.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, especially it being 50%.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm not getting... The rye is very subtle in there. It's a lot... And it's not a dark profile that I'm getting on the nose.
I think I like the All a Dream nose more. But just because, like, I'm a sweet guy, and the sweetness of that cherry cola is so nice.
I'm getting sweet off of this.
This is a darker sweet.
But it's not as dark. From looking at the color in the bottle and knowing it's 50% rye, I think I just built it up to where it was going to be very dark, very rye. And that's not what I'm getting.
Oh, man. Completely different profile than what we just had.
Oh,
completely different.
I'm a rye guy.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
No.
I'm just saying
Now
going
that-
from that bottle to this, it's just a very different experience.
Yes.
On the palate.
Which is what I love about Dream Spirits.
Mm.
Now,
Oh,
I will
dude,
say
yeah. This, and then even if we brought out the Booker's one,
oh yeah.
totally different.
Oh yeah. Look,
I am
this is
very
straight
sweet. Thank you all.
cherry cola and peanut. I will say, I don't get the rye heavy on the nose, but palate, it's a rye.
I still get it again up front, maybe like the first 10% on the nose, and then it goes away. But on the palate, it's definitely there.
Oh, it's very proud on the palate.
But back to the barrel dump party. So we'll know all the stats about what was in the barrel. We have been donated 3 bottles from, or sorry, I don't want to say a number because I can't remember. It could be 1 to 3 bottles from Brian Engelhard that he does not want a return bottle on. So that's going to help us out with the Angel share. I'm probably going to put in more and expect less back as well because we want to make sure all of you guys get exactly what you put in. If you put in 2 bottles, 2 bottles. Bring multiple bottles to that party. What we're going to do is we're going to have people go through one time, pour a bottle, go through a second time, or something like that, depending on.
You got to remember though, this is getting stored outside, uninsulated.
Yeah.
If we have a super hot summer, that Angel share might be a lot.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna everybody's gonna get what they want back. I truly believe that because we'll cut off if you normally get 180 bottles out, whatever. We'll probably end up cutting it off at 150, and the rest of us will fill it up that don't care about it, something like that.
Yeah, like maybe you could split a bottle.
Yeah. So, but the party's gonna be great. It'll start at 4. It'll kind of just go however long it goes. The time could change just because I'm thinking about the amount of people that might be there, how much time it will take to fill it up. We might need to start it earlier, but it's gonna go on for a while. It's not gonna be something that like, hey, you got 2 hours to show up, figure it out. Again, if you can't make the party or if you're unsure, we have bottle drop-offs. Andrew Kimmel's volunteered and he's up towards Eagle. Brian is off Locust Grove. I'm in Nampa.
I think
Eli's out here in Cuna.
Did Chris volunteer to?
Me and Chris live
about
a minute and a half from each other, so just drop them off at my house. Leave Chris to not have to deal with it. But yeah, just if you have like a tag or a piece of tape you could put on to say whose name it is, drop it off to us. We'll take care of it. And if you end up coming to the party, something changes and you can make it, great, you can still come. But that way you at least get a bottle put in there and we'll take care of it. We're going to track everything so that when it's all said and done, we'll know the proof, we'll know the blend, we'll know everything. That's going to be fun. Not really. But we're gonna do the work so we know it. We're already working on a cool sticker for it.
Yeah.
Did you like the one I sent you?
I did some too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already got some pretty cool sticker ideas.
I went the AI route like you did.
Yeah. Some cool
First of all, I don't know if you ever mess around with AI. There's some weird shit that pops up.
Yeah.
Dude, the rhinos is, after giving it some air, letting it open up, that rhinos has come out a lot now.
I will say, my preference is that it was all a dream.
In this case, I'm going to agree with you. And I'm a rye person. I love this pour, though.
Oh, I'm definitely drinking this
many
times over.
Yes.
I'm just saying, like,
well,
I always do that with any pours I do. If I'm directly comparing, I always have to choose what I would prefer.
Well, this is a blend, and it's a great blend, but still, compared to an 11-year, just straight MGP, the MGP wins.
Dalton, if you're talking about a single malt, no, that's not okay. I'm gonna drop kick him. He's trying. He's trying to get some single malts in there. Or
no.
With him, he'll probably put like 14 different triple IPAs in there. Try to sneak those in. I don't know. It's gonna be cool though.
Maybe next year. Maybe we do a beer barrel.
A beer barrel. Yeah. So April 12th, we're gonna keep that date. Try to RSVP when you can. If you got to put maybe, that's fine. We just want to have enough food for everybody. Again, we'll take care of the meats and the spendier items. But if people want to bring chips and salsa or veggie boards, stuff like that, that would be helpful. Yeah.
I wanted to love this so much, and I do. That dream is just so fucking good.
All the dream one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, both great pours, but there's that 11-year MGP.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Big fan of that one.
Yes. Like, I love this. It's going to be gone quick, but that all the dream. Whew.
Let's see. I think that was like kind of the main talking points. Something I wanted to throw out there, just for future. We wouldn't do it this year, but something to kind of keep on our radar. We can always do a tequila pick. I love tequila. Many of us do. This is a bourbon group. I get that. But just something to keep in the back of your mind. It's kind of a natural progression for a lot of people to move into tequila after bourbon.
I was actually the opposite.
No.
I was tequila, then bourbon.
Yeah, I think either way, it happens a lot. Yeah. And so if you came through Eli's route, or you're like me, where I kind of hated tequila, and then bourbon kind of gave me an appreciation for what I'm looking for.
We can just all agree we hate dirty stock water.
We can't, because there's a lot of people in here that don't.
Mm-hmm.
Dalton's probably one of them. So you do have both. Did you change your name to Papa Bo's? Weren't you Mr. Bobby B? I'm so confused, Bob. He's Mr. Bobby B up here, and then he's Papa Bozeman now.
Oh, he's got two names?
I guess. Maybe he just changed it. Tequila is super good, Juan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Bob, but we all have that problem. We have too many open bottles, and we want to try stuff, right? Like, what are you going to do?
So, in all sincerity, what does a tequila pick look like? Because most of it's coming from Mexico.
We go to Mexico.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm down for that, but...
I don't speak Spanish. Juan automatically gets to go on that.
We're not stereotyping.
Juan, we're not stereotyping. You just like tequila more than anyone else. That's why.
You need to get the cowboy boots that curl up super big. Like, I'm talking 6-foot curls.
Yeah, we'll need a translator.
He'll be our Mexican vaquero.
Yeah, and he'll be our protector too, because we're gonna get into trouble.
No. A working group going to Mexico to do a tequila pick?
Never. Juan said he'll go. He doesn't even know what he's getting himself into. But I'm just saying, sorry, back to that. That is an option. I know it's probably like a back of everyone's mind. If you like tequila, but you still wouldn't rather do a tequila pick over a bourbon, because we'd have to swap it out, right? Just say that, and that's totally cool.
I think you said you were shooting for around 4 bourbon picks a year?
Yeah.
Like, so once a quarter?
Mm.
So maybe it's just an addition to that. And whoever wants to get in on it, if there's enough interest.
Yeah, it's just something we can look into.
Where are we going next?
I think we go Reveries.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Let me look at my handy dandy notebook, like Steve from Blue's Clues. I just want to make sure I hit all the points I wanted to hit.
Trying to go over talk bourbon party, talked picks.
I'll tell you later. Yeah, so we talked picks, we talked the party. Yeah, so and throughout our next streams and stuff, we're just trying to be proactive and make sure everything is lined up well ahead of time. Just in future streams, just pay attention to, if you can and you're in here, pay attention to what we're drinking, because we're going to always try to include stuff we're interested in doing. Journeyman out of Michigan, we're huge fans of. The cost is great. What they do is super fun. We want to keep them in mind. And so a lot of what we're going to be doing and drinking is...
Wait, but pause real quick. If you're going to look into Journeyman after this, Do not get a shelfer from them.
Yeah, don't buy any shelfer.
Their shelfers are terrible. Their private barrels, for some reason, the ones I've had are.
It's because their shelfers are low proof. The private barrels are always like 30 point proof higher. It's like 150
but
to
even the
120.
profiles are just, it's so different. Like,
Yeah.
the shelfers are gross.
Cigar pick, Joseph Magnus cigar pick. No, I wish. Yeah, but we're gonna be looking at Journeymans, Crittendens.
Well, their cigar band.
It's got amber on it. It scares me. I don't know.
I had it. It was delicious.
Subtle Spirits, Hartfield,
Hartfield would be amazing.
Detling again in the future.
River Roots.
A lot of our parties will probably always try to have a bottle of something we want people to be trying.
Oh, that's what we were gonna say at the
River Roots, yeah.
Well, at the dump party, we'll have a lot of these
Yeah.
bottles we're talking about.
Yeah, because the dump party is bring bottles to dump, but it's still going to be a bottle share.
Yeah.
If you got cool things you want people to try, that's what we'll have. I'll have probably 3 or 4 River Roots out there.
Dude, I don't think I have anything to share.
You have nothing.
I got
That
nothing.
well, you don't share. You have stuff.
Yeah,
You're
I don't.
stingy.
Yeah.
I'll
super stingy.
have a couple Crittendens. Maybe by that time I'll have some Journeyman stuff. Yeah, so we just want to kind of open everyone's eyes up to what else is out there that obviously we're not getting out here, and what are we gonna kind of plan for next year. I know it's a long way out, but we want people to think about these things throughout the year. If a new NDP or something pops up that you're like, hey, I really want the group to kind of think about this, bring that to a bottle share. Yeah,
I think that's what.
someone's phone is vibrating and distorting the sound. I'm guessing you. Mine's in my hand.
Yeah.
We'll
Thank
put him
you.
on this one. Thank you, Juan, for telling us.
Can't help I'm popular.
Bozeman said too many bad nights or bad memories.
On tequila?
Yeah. You're going to have to
Yeah,
come
it
out and
happens.
help me pick 5 to 10 bottles. Oh, definitely, Bob. You
Uh,
tell me when.
Bob, I'll volunteer to help with that as well.
I will donate a little extra to help with any loss. Cool. Yeah, I think it's going to end up being good. But I think that's it for whiskey business, the Boise whiskey enthusiast business. Now it's just a hang. If you want to hang out with us, watch some bottle reviews. We're going to be reviewing some stuff. We just did the Dreams. Granted, we don't do reviews like, oh, it's a 9 out of 10 or a 4.5 out of 5. We don't do that.
We could start.
We just-
but
Yeah, we just
No,
talk
no.
about the flavors that we're getting and if we like it. Like,
And
Eli,
we
you
got-
said you're allowed to come.
Oh, perfect.
I'll make him wait in the car, Bob.
That's okay. As long as I get whiskey, I don't. It's fine.
Who said he said help him pack? He didn't say help drink.
Maybe pick.
Pick. Okay, you pick.
I think
straight
we go with
keys.
mine. Yeah, lower
Just
proof.
lower proof.
So we got 2 bottles. We just got. I'm hoping I love it. We'll find out. James got pick of the litter and took the bottle that I was in love with. So I got second best.
Hey, is the music on in the background? By the way, BTW. Juan, is there music on in the background? I don't know if I did it right.
Oh, you're not even ready for a pour.
No, I know I'm not.
I'll get you another glass.
63 Rotten Tomato.
You know what? That's a pretty good score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Bar is open. Oh, that's risky business, Bob. I don't know if you
Oh,
want.
I gave you a hefty pour. Son of a bitch.
My goodness.
Dump some in mine.
Okay. Well, this is yours, right? So
I was kidding, but you can.
I gotta drive, so no music. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought it was set up correctly, but let me see if I can't.
I think I fucked up.
I messed up.
Hold on, I'm gonna nose yours. Whew. I rinsed, but I still had a lot of rye influence from that rye bin. I don't think we need the music.
Yeah, it's just nice to be able to hear. There we go.
Oh,
Music's
wait,
up. I just forgot to hit something.
I'm fucking up. We did this for a reason.
Yes. So, Reveries. Just going to put it a little closer initially. If you're familiar with this, great. If not, it is Take, our bourbon. It's his first rollout of his own bottles. Obviously not his juice. It's all sourced, but you're not happy?
I'm very happy.
You're not happy with that?
I am very happy with
That's
that.
unfortunate.
Holy shit.
So it's his first stuff. They're all 9-year, and basically what he did is each bottle was done in different cooperage. That was the biggest thing. The mash bill was the same across the board. I got all 4 of them. I am moving 3 to friends that we can all share and try each bottle together or whatever.
Which I think they're...
Eli chose the Sea of Kings. I can't remember what cooperage this is. Was it? It was Indiana Stave Company maybe or
I
something.
thought it was
like
like Stay 54 or something.
I don't know.
You got it on your phone.
Yeah, I don't. Have
I will say, I think I like this better than It Was All a Dream.
I mean, I'm not mad.
I'm very happy.
I'm finishing the right one. Okay.
Of course, until we try your Schism.
We don't know.
Damn, that is a very good pour.
All right, later, Bob. Best pour I've ever had. Probably that Binders from Gammon, that 15-year, the 146.5 proof. Considering the pour, the best pour I ever had before that was the 23 King of Kentucky. Mark said he likes 24 more. That was in the blind with the Binders, and the Binders beat that and the 2 Oakleys by a pretty good margin. So,
See, I love 23 King of Kentucky,
yeah.
but that Provençal.
Bye, Bob. Enjoy the B-Day party.
Provençal is still my favorite pour.
Oh man. Well, you've never had that Binders.
I haven't, but as of now, that Provençal,
Yeah.
it's just so complex. It's so deep. There's so much depth to it. The flavors in there.
Well, I would say it's probably Chris's Brook Hill, and then that Untitled.
I haven't had Chris's Brook Hill.
Oh man, the nose on this is freaking killer.
Mine's.
That's
That's
how
why.
dark it is too. It's
That-
9 years.
That's why. But the profile is not.
Wow. Okay. So this is the Reverie Sea of Kings. I'm sure you could probably find it online what the cooperage is and all the stats, but
It's not drinking its proof.
I mean it's only
almost 118.
Okay.
Yeah, 117.9. I mean, the flavors in there are fucking. I'm loving it.
Takes me 3 sips. Cause and it does with almost everything, unless I'm going like jumping up proof because right now that first sip was a little muted. The back end came through nice. The nose is killer. Like we need to give nose notes actually. It's a dark nose.
Mine's thrown off because I still have. That's why I grabbed yours. I still have some Ribena in there, even though I rinsed.
What do you mean you grabbed mine?
I nosed yours because mine still. I was smelling the Ribena in mine.
It's a lot of dark. It's like
But there's
like a
sweetness in
plummy-
it. Yeah, like a dark jam.
yeah. I was gonna say a plummy jam. That's exactly what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
yeah.
Yeah, it's sweet still, but it's all dark notes. It's plum or fig.
I love it. It's dark but sweet. It's not.
Tobacco, leather.
It's not overbearing.
They're probably all my mom won. All the other viewers are my mom.
For price point on this bottle, I'm very happy.
Oh, dude, the price point on these were crazy. It's $110, which in today's market is for a 9-year kind of experimental cooperage thing that he got going on. I got them for $100 because I bought the bundle, so I got them for $100 each.
This is just.
Dude, it is tobacco-y as heck, but I love that note.
No, it's tobacco and leather with some dark sweetness in there.
Yeah,
like,
but the tobacco.
But
on
it's
the palate-
very, to me, and this could be because I had some Ribena in there. It's very balanced. Like, nothing's. There's nothing that stands out. It's really, really well done. Everything's mixed together really good.
Are you gonna try to get that, Dalton? You know what that is, right? That 16-year Reverie. It's Bafurky
It's
juice.
the 16-year, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
Bafurky.
want the Raven.
My guess is it's gonna be $350 to $400 when it's all said and done with shipping.
I don't. Based on this price point, I don't know.
Bafurky juice it is what it is, and they're all shorter barrels.
I'm
This is
thinking it's
short.
gonna have a 2 in front of it.
If it does,
I think it'll have
that's
a 2 in front.
fantastic. Like, I hope so.
That's one thing I appreciate about Take and a lot of the people he works with, like Bourbon Concierge and all them. They keep their price points.
Bourbon concierge though.
They're when he keeps price points. I have the Blue Run Take Bourbon Concierge, and it was $120.
So.
Like when he's involved, the price points generally stay pretty reasonable.
So that price point doesn't. See, Dalton, we've only met, so briefly. That price point doesn't scare you, because I passed up on a Mayor Pingree pick for the group. It's their 10-year stuff. According to my sources, the 10-year that they did last year.
I didn't even know that. That probably would have been fantastic.
Yeah, the 10-year that they did last year on the Discord, many of them said is better than GTS.
They keep popping up.
Yeah. But it's the blue label, not the red label. Red label's 7-year. The 10-year doesn't.
I haven't seen the Blue Label.
Yeah,
No,
the
I haven't
10-year.
seen it.
That's because as soon as it pops up, it moves. But that one is going to end up costing probably like $280.
What? Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
What we talked about, I don't know if you want to talk about it here, is if on one of these visits there is a short barrel, but it's going to be more. Are people interested?
I think that's something we like if we go to Binders.
Yep.
I think, and we take good notes. We leave with 2.
Yep.
In our mind, you have the cost-effective one, and this is a 10-year short barrel, but it's going to be $230. Can we get enough? That's a bridge we'll cross. Again, I'm leaning towards just keeping it cost-effective, but when something comes across that you can't pass up on, we got to at least address the
Well,
group and see.
and going to Bender's Warehouse, I'm sure something will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to say this in a good way. There's nothing extremely great about this on the profile, but it does everything right.
Yeah, it's for so the mid profile lacks a little bit for me, or actually not mid, the front.
It's just balanced to me. There's no highs. It's kind of all the same.
Yeah, it's level.
Yep.
But again, at the price point, I don't know if I could think of anything better.
No, I think it's a great pour. There's
Yeah.
just nothing like with It Was All a Dream. It
Yeah.
takes you through a trip.
Yeah.
Now, but I like this. I think it's really, we've talked about this before, the mood you have when you're drinking. Sometimes you just want a solid pour at the end of the day. This is it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want something with a little heat. Sometimes you want a flavor bomb. Sometimes you want a finish. This to me could be, for the price point, an amazing daily drinker.
Daily, rich. My dailies are $40,
I mean, when I say daily, I'm talking about a pour.
and that's not true.
That's
I don't
not-
drink any of my $40. I just don't drink enough.
They're
So,
going.
like-
They're going to the barrel. Is that what you said?
Yeah, all of my $40 ones. Like my daily pours are like the Talk Turkey because I don't drink that much. So if I'm gonna drink something, I'll have an ounce of something I really like. This I could. Yeah, I really love the tobacco. That's the biggest note I get from it. I've always enjoyed that note. It's tobacco leather. The more I drink it, the less fruit I'm getting. I got more fruit
Yeah,
initially,
it's fading off.
and now it's all the dark.
It's becoming
undertones.
darker the more sips I take,
Yeah.
which makes me think this. God, I wish the proof was higher, because if the proof was higher, I think this would be an incredible cigar bourbon.
But it's still a good proof point.
It just drinks, to me, it drinks. I mean, this is drinking like 100 proof,
Yeah.
like, which just lends to how well it's done. It's done really well.
Yeah.
It makes me even more excited for Kelvin Cooperage.
I hope it's good.
Dude, based on this, knowing it's the same mash bill, but it was done with Kelvin,
Yeah, I bet you they're all good though. Like I don't have a doubt.
I don't think
They're
any of them are going to be bad.
Yeah. Like,
This redeems,
makes me want to just keep them for myself.
This redeems take for me because the last take pick I got,
Yeah.
you had it.
Yeah. It's just kind of weird, but
It's not weird.
it's not weird. It's not good.
Like I'm a take fan. That bottle, the Blue Run, I was not.
I was not.
But yeah, this is.
Yeah, I just saw that, Brian.
I will say his tasting notes that we read, I'm not getting that because this King of Seas or what is it, King of Seas,
Sea of Kings.
Sea of Kings, it was all light, baking spice, sugar cookie, butterscotch.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that.
Oh, his tasting notes?
His tasting notes were like syrupy, sugar cookie, baking spice. I'm not getting that.
No, I don't get any of that.
I get a way darker profile.
But fresh crack.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
you
I
get
have
air-
to revisit it tomorrow.
Yeah, you get air into it. I mean, not even tomorrow, but a month from now.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not waiting
things
that long.
can no.
I still enjoy it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying like
Yeah.
the profile could change.
Well,
a
look
month.
at that Augusta. We
Dude.
tried that 24 hours later.
I loved it initially, and I still think it's good.
I still think it's a
But
great
that
pour,
fresh
but the
crack pour-
flavor profile changed so much within
That
24
fresh
hours.
crack pour was probably one of my favorite pours I've had in months. Not even joking.
I'm
Like
chasing
I
that.
wanted it so bad, and then the second time I had it, I was like, "Oh, that's good." It
It
wasn't
wasn't the same.
"Oh my
Yep.
gosh!" So
Still really happy with this bottle. Thank you for sourcing
he
these.
does so many picks. Not all of them can be hitters. 100%, 100%, Dalton.
Yep.
It's with anybody. I mean, I've had I've had a couple benders I didn't like, but that's the beauty of us doing the pick.
Well, that's literally what we were just talking about with Dream.
Yeah,
Like some people didn't like
Yeah.
the Bookers. I liked it, but in all fairness, I like the Raiden and the Ola Dream way more.
no,
No?
I think I like the Bookers more than the Raiden.
I don't think it.
I
Well,
think
I'm,
all the Dream is special.
I'm a Rye fan though.
I like Rye a lot too.
I really like Rye.
I really like Rye too. Do you know how many River Roots Ryes I have? And those are 95.5.
And those are good too.
And they're 95.5. You can't question somebody who likes ryes when what they drink is 95% rye.
Didn't we? We were just talking about 100% Rye, weren't we?
Yeah, River Roots has some Green River
Yeah.
rye that's 100% that we could do a pick of.
Which
I
would
think
be
the
fan
other
of.
stuff that we've talked about is
Probably more group appealing.
more group appealing, and I think more special. Realistically, like that Kentucky Nectar is special.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then again, to be the first of the pepper decanters, if that ends up working out, that's super
Which I'm
special
a
too.
big pepper fan.
Blend it. Blend what? The Rybin and the and Bookers? What are you talking about?
I mean, I'm always down for science.
Science.
Science. You know what the next pour is.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Okay. Next one is another Reveries. Bottle looks the exact same from the front, so that does nobody any good. And then it's a glare on the gold from the back. But anyway, this is called Schism. So I believe there's 4 bottles. You have Reverie is one, Take is another, Sea of Kings, and Schism. So this, based off the tasting notes, was the one that appealed most to me. And so this is the one that's mine. So hopefully it's not worse than the Sea of Kings, or else
I don't think it's going to be.
oh, I got some on your fingers.
Dude,
It's
dribble on my fingers?
It's whoever just did the cut job on this wax.
No, this is the most.
oh,
This is the only wax that is worse than Found North, and you know it.
Found North probably worse, but
I don't know. This was so thin.
dude, I'm in
What would one say?
a Sagamore pick. I would,
I like Sagamore.
but
No, not but. I
Oh.
was gonna say I like Sagamore more than Westward.
oh, for sure.
Yeah. But everyone seemed pumped on the Sag or the Westward. I'm just not.
They had mixed. A lot of people said they're not.
I'm just not a big single malt fan.
My thing with Westward is
Well,
it's a state away. We could do it whenever we want.
If anybody wants Westward, I work in Oregon about every other week. I will mule you Westward.
Eli
problem.
cannot cut wax to save his life. Who is Ducky? I need to know because me and Ducky.
I'm guessing it's Kimmel.
Why Ducky though? Because Pretty in Pink was his favorite movie growing up. Why Ducky? But that is a very Kimmel thing to say.
That's Kimmel.
Okay.
That's 100% Kimmel.
I have a bottle.
I cut wax.
What bottle did you ruin of Kimmel's?
Look at that wax cut.
Yeah, you see it chipped off?
Yeah, it is chipped. It's shitty wax. Wait, you gotta put your bottle up here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks the same. Yeah, this nose is more. This is like the All Dream nose. It's cherry cola.
Yeah.
It is cola heavy.
I wouldn't give it as prevalent as All a Dream.
All Dream has air.
True. Didn't think about that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're going fresh crack. All Dream has air.
Yeah.
It's strong.
Yeah, it is.
It is strong.
Yeah. It's very similar to
On the
All
nose, this
Dream.
beats the brakes off of that last one for me. On the nose, just because I already said I'm a sweet person. This is so much sweeter. I
Yeah.
love the tobacco,
Yeah.
but if you told me on the nose you're gonna either get heavy tobacco or you're gonna get cherry cola, I'm gonna take cherry cola all day. My preference.
I don't like you right now.
Is it that good?
I really don't like you. Andrew, don't like him because of the reverie he took.
Andrew, I've saved Reverie and Take, the other two bottles, for your choice, and then I'll have a fourth one to give to whoever they want. I highly
we're
doubt any of them are going to be bad.
And we're going to split them all, aren't we?
Yeah, it's
still the
so
plan.
we all get
Yeah.
together, we drink them together.
Are we not
If
doing
I was you, I think the Take one sounded really good. That was my second choice.
Are we not doing mini bottles?
I mean, we could do like a fourth to everyone.
I thought that was the original plan. We'll just take what we drank tonight out of our bottles.
Yeah, that wasn't my original. Son of a gun. I knew that was going to happen. I just thought it would be me that kicked the
Well,
bottle.
you're in a very precarious
Yeah,
situation
but I
with your
know.
golf shoes.
But these aren't golf shoes. These are real shoes.
Real old man shoes.
They are comfortable to walk. So when I'm walking around the mall doing my laps,
Everybody that wears Skechers says that. Yeah, this is...
Andrew, you bought some fancy bottles. Dude, the nose. I'm still on the nose. The nose, I really like.
Just
the nose.
dive in.
Okay.
I know your palate.
So this is a lot better than that last one. And I like that last one a lot.
I wouldn't say it's a lot better. I think it's a lot different. This is more a sweeter profile.
I think this fits my profile more.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
that.
lot sweeter profile.
And this is Kelvin. This was finishing. So again, each bottle was different cooperage. This is Kelvin cooperage, which I'm a fan of.
Well, and it drinks closer to its proof, which I'm a proof for.
Yeah.
It's not as...
I will have you know they're not Skechers. They are New Balance.
That's just as bad.
They're not all white.
That might even be worse.
They're sleek and cool.
They are not.
It's because he wears Converse, which is funny because Converse probably started before New Balance was a thing. So he's wearing old man shoes. If you think about it,
Ice Cube wears Converse.
so
He's not. Well, I guess he's an old man.
like wait, you're going the wrong direction on this.
Everybody wears Converse.
Not better. It says a message was redacted. What, Andrew? What did you say? Did you bring in some racial stuff? Come on. Why did it auto mod you?
Government.
Or did you delete it? Man, can't take Andrew anywhere.
Yeah, I mean this, and I knew this was going to be better. It's Kelvin Cooperage. Just man, they do good stuff. Which we have another Kelvin bottle.
Which we'll go into right after. Because that's proofier.
Yeah.
So
I love that. I've had that poured. That's a
Yeah,
I
the
honestly
viscosity on this is really nice too.
Yeah.
New Balance for life. What up, Dalton? You know. Dude, you're telling me these don't look cool? Look at these. Look at that. Look at that heel support.
It just
Look at
looks,
that heel support.
it looks like you need to
Joe
go later
Montana
on.
wears Skechers. All right,
Can Joe Montana walk?
in Skechers. You
With
put
a
him in
walker?
Converse. You put him in Converse. He's going down face first.
That was as bad
Face
as my
first.
Ice Cube reference. Now who did it?
How many Super Bowls did Ice Cube win?
How many Raider games has Ice Cube been at?
Not on the field.
Yeah, he made an anthem with-
Montana probably beat the Raiders more than games Ice Cube went to.
I think we have a signed Montana football upstairs, if being honest. And I'm a Raider fan, but I will admit, Montana, he's one of the greats.
Oh, see, Brian too. New Balance Mafia. What up? You're getting out.
Oh, we got Brian on. Brian,
Brian's been here the whole time.
Get over here.
He was the first chat.
Brian, you need to
He
try.
is. He's in the Uber right now.
Oh, he Ubered. Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to try that Hartfield.
And of course, Juan, my New Balance cowboy boots. No, he didn't say New Balance, but he said cowboy boots are the way to go. Dude, the problem is, Juan, none of us can pull it off. Like Juan is a handsome fellow. He's got the dark hair.
I used
nice
to rodeo.
haircut. That means nothing to me.
Man, I could pull off boots. I used to rodeo.
I don't know.
I'll do it.
Deleted can't. Are they white? No, they're not white.
Might as well be.
No,
They're like a light gray.
they're like a blue blood.
And they're slip-ons.
They have laces.
Do you use the laces or do you slip them on?
Are the laces on there? Then I used them. I tied them before I came over here.
You slip them on.
No.
They don't have a tongue.
Oh man, dude, I would be terrified to be driving with Nikki.
Oh,
Brian's here.
Is he here?
Well, isn't that your ring?
It is my ring.
Yeah, it's got to be Brian.
Somebody let him in. We don't have a stool for him.
It's fine. You can hang out off stream, or we'll throw the stool back there and I'll hop on it.
Oh,
This is good.
it is good, but I don't want to subtract. And I know it's my bottle, but
No, they're different.
they're
profiles.
just completely different.
different profiles
And
completely.
tonight, for sure,
Yeah.
I'm in the lighter mood, and
Yeah.
this is great.
And like you said, your bottle would go way better if we were having cigars than this one.
Yeah, or just how you feel. Sometimes you just want that
Yeah.
dark profile.
For all of you in chat, this is called cope.
He's here!
He's coping right now with me getting the better bottle. But
I'm not coping. I didn't
I
have
did
an
the
option.
legwork. I did the legwork, so I got to choose the bottle, and I chose.
This is
bottle.
the legwork.
Did you do that?
No, I did not. You're
Thank
right.
you. Thank
I'll
you.
do it on Raven.
Brian is here, and now we're just in the hangout portion. So now we're just gonna hang out with Brian.
What's up, guys?
That was his voice. Let's move
We're gonna
this.
try to make this happen.
I'll give you some good butt shots real quick, guys.
Okay, let's try to do this. We had this all set up for you, Brad.
And then we were like, we're not. And so we.
Then I was late.
It's all right.
My apologies.
You're working, doing creative stuff.
I think that works. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, we'll look on the camera. Shit. What did I do with mine? Is that mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
That's yours.
Where's yours?
Right
Oh,
next
yours
to
is
you.
gone.
This is empty.
I'm drinking.
Yeah,
I'm drinking it.
All right,
Welcome
sorry
to
for
the cave.
the gratuitous crotch shots. I can't read chat from this far back very well, so you might have to help me. I can see it.
Glass. That's what I need.
Oh,
Right there.
I got glasses.
So good timing as well, because we waited on the subtle and the Crittendens for you.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Because those are.
Well, give him
Well,
the
should-
what we're drinking now. That's
No,
Kelvin too.
Wait a second, though. Should we talk about
Yes.
the
Yeah.
pick
Yeah, we should do that before.
before?
Yeah, it'll be fun. Just right now, we have a. What we're drinking is Calvin Cooperage, and the
Okay.
Crittenden is Calvin. So go to Calvin to Calvin.
We can do that. We can.
And then we can do that, and that'll be a good warm up for you for
Alright,
that.
so
'Cause
we're-
what's the proof on that?
What was it, like 119? I
It's
think.
pretty close. I think that's 122. So
Okay.
No, I don't even think it is. Because it was only
Yeah.
like two. It was like 2 proof points higher than mine.
this?
Oh no, not. I'm talking about the referees.
Oh no. This is
Yeah, I think that's higher.
no. This is 116. So that's good.
So it's not.
Perfect.
Yeah, so they're all in line.
Feel free to pour.
This one?
Yep.
I love that. Is a great bottle.
So what we're pouring now, the last one we did was the Reveries. Dude, I have to sit like that though. I can't sit like this. So sorry guys.
In a man spread.
Yeah. I'll try to hold my glass down here though, so it's just not full frontal.
It should be about the right size to cover it up, right?
This?
Yeah.
No, you're
What are those?
generous to me.
The
Do we have a mini
Yeah,
glass?
mini glass.
Or
Dude, I'm getting
Yeah.
bubble gum now.
There we go.
Now
You
that
know
it's
what
sat
I
for a
can
little
do?
bit.
just hold on a second.
Now that this
Oh,
is
yeah.
sat, are you getting bubble gum on the nose?
On
Shut
this
up.
one?
There's no bubble gum.
Just messing with
Straight bubble gum.
it. Straight bubble gum.
Everything with James is bubble gum. Here, we can still.
Oh, for the
We have
bottom.
multiple stools. It's just whitewashed, but it might look better on a if you're doing full screen. We're just looking at a small screen, so
One's got a white label on that one.
yeah. When should I go over to your house, Brian?
Is that
Juan
one?
wants to know.
It's a bit of a drive from Ogden.
From Ogden. Valid.
I was
But he did drive to Colorado for his stag, so
I was
for his
watching
GPS.
I was watching the feed from the Uber on the way over.
Yeah, dude. You make me feel like I gotta drink quicker, but I'm a slow drinker. But this is good.
Dude, it's been a long week. I know you're Mr. Mom right now. You do a hard job. But I had to go to Portland, which I know you're a fan of. I'm not.
I'm not a fan. Respectfully, I'm gonna say it one more time. Respectfully,
Gee, what are you about to
being at home with the kids is so much easier than being at an actual job. Doing laundry.
I would probably agree.
Yeah, doing laundry, doing dishes, cleaning the house, cleaning up toys, changing diapers is very much easier than any job I've ever had.
The only reason I
Respectfully.
the only reason I said what I said is because every time I've called you this week, all I hear is,
Yeah, that's how they show me they love me.
"Oh, that's fair." That's Lena acts like
Well,
that.
I called him today, and the first thing he answered the phone, he's like, "Hey, what's up? Did you eat all the bacon? All the
That's what-
bacon's gone."
So Brian, I called him right after the vendor call, and all I heard was, "Where are the eggs?"
The dino eggs. There's eggs with dinosaurs. Like, what are you gonna do?
Bacon and eggs.
Yeah, that was
So
funny
I
because
wanted-
I took that bacon and it was dry. It was cooling down, and then you called. And I was like, "Oh, let me go upstairs." And I was up there for 25 minutes, and I forgot to tell them there was any bacon. And I just come down, and the 2-year-old, two as in two from yesterday, is standing on a chair. The dude just
Like-
shoving bacon in his mouth. That my kids
He's
are
being
bacon
raised right.
fiends.
Exactly.
Yeah, good job.
Exactly.
So
I love this board.
So I wanted to clarify
Yeah.
something what I heard driving over though. Okay.
Yes.
Regarding the picks,
got it.
we talked about the pepper, right?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a long shot.
Okay. That's
Okay,
fine.
just so you know. I
That's
mean,
fine.
they were receptive. They'd never done it before. They certainly never done a single barrel because that's a small batch product. And so they were kind of gonna talk amongst themselves, you know, get a little bit clamped. I'll give you a topic, you know, that kind of thing.
Well, I didn't give a percentage
So-
on that. I gave a percentage
you
on the
gave a percentage,
Kentucky
yeah.
Nectar because we feel good about that.
Right.
The other one, it's if we can do it and to have that special aspect of it is cool. But the only two
Yeah.
that are locked in is Blue Note and Bitters. Those are and Blackwood, which we're gonna try on stream here in a bit.
I'm gonna say right now,
Right there.
this Crittenden's kicks the shit out of your Reveries.
Really,
Yeah.
I mean, I own both. I'm not mad at either.
No, but you know me, I'm a Crittenden's fan. I will also say, off topic, I'm sure Brian loved the New Balances comments.
Dude, look
Right
at
there.
these. These are dope as heck,
New
man.
Balance,
This
NB
is- look how
Mafia.
cool that is.
No, original.
Yeah. Nah.
Dude, I can run fat when those are PF Flyers.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some other options too.
Oh, there's a
We
lot
have
of
a-
options.
We have a pinhook option if anybody's.
I love pin.
Curious
I'm
about-
Eli doesn't like pinhooks,
I
so
am. Well, the last bottle though was terrible.
that last pinhook sucked.
It was so bad. But
Yeah,
everything
it was
else
bad.
has been great. So Brian, I got just about everything they offer.
Oh yeah. Do you have this one?
I have almost the whole vertical series, yeah.
Okay.
I like Pinhook.
I love Pinhook. I just that artist series. I think it was more about the bottle and the art than it was about the juice, because the juice was the bottle's cool as shit. The juice.
Yeah, that juice
sucked.
was one of the least favorite things I drank in recent times.
I put it away at the tasting.
It was.
I didn't want it. It was bad. Well, actually, funny enough though, maybe off stream later, we revisit it because it's been open now. See how bad it really is.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, because that was a fresh crack.
Okay, on to the Crittendens. So Crittendens is out of Mississippi. This has a bit of an advantage because it is a drums and drams pick. So it is a pick, and this was finished in Kelvin Cooperage. So it was something they do a little out of the norm, but that doesn't mean we can't get something that they do like that too. Like a pick is a pick. So
this is the only time I can feel like Brian. I have the Connect there.
we do have a connection there.
And knowing how tiny they are still, and they're not known. I think we can.
I freaking love their rye.
It is so good.
Their rye, both ryes I have from them are killer.
They're one of the only distilleries I know that's not a one-trick pony. Their ryes are great. Their finished is great. Their bourbons are great.
They have fun finished stuff. They have like a pecan finished one.
Dude, their cigar blend I think is 5 different finishes.
Yeah. But Amberana. I don't want Amberana in my cigar blend, guys. Keep that out of here.
I've had it.
I don't know. I take the Reveries over this.
So let me ask you this: do they have? They've got to be pushing out some like 9 and 10-year stuff now pretty soon.
Yeah. So the Connect I have, my childhood elementary school best friend runs. He's salesman. I don't know what his official title is, but the largest brewery in Mississippi, and so he works a lot with Crittendens on barrel finish stuff.
Okay. It's really good. It's the first time I've had it.
Second time. I brought a rye to your house.
Not this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
I
is one.
just-
This is
I
one.
just-
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite Crittendens.
Yeah. Again, and the price point on these is awesome. The price point would be 100 or less.
It's a Mississippi price point.
Yeah. It's that's the advantage of doing these small craft ones is you get a better price point, and they do some fun stuff, and it's good.
Now, will they play ISLB ball?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we should consider it.
Yeah.
I don't know. See what the group says. But
Well, and that's what we're doing,
It's
right?
just-
we're gonna do the subtle spirits.
Yeah.
We're gonna all options are
subtle
open.
is just.
Yeah.
We have the connection there as well,
Mhm.
and
Well, and you know they.
that
I think El Cerrito has a subtle spirits pick every other month. Like
Yeah.
you know they like doing picks.
right. Everything that they've put out is
It's good.
a banger. Even
Yeah.
even 6-year MGP
Yep.
is still very special stuff. It's interesting.
This has like way more cinnamon,
I like this. Maybe it's just
just like
the
bacon
night.
spice cinnamon.
It's
than the other one.
it's a sweeter profile. Even it's not dessert sweet.
See, I disagree. I think the Reveries is sweeter.
I don't
This
think
has
the Reverie is sweeter.
more cinnamon baking spice.
Bless your heart.
What?
Well, it just makes me want to say bless your heart,
Yeah.
or y'all, or something. It's like
Oh, because it's Mississippi. I mean, the bottle's name is Mississippi Antique. So, what's Juan saying? Good night, fellas. All right,
it's
night,
dark.
Juan.
later one.
Drive safe.
Are you gonna come be on stream finally?
No,
What are you doing?
I'm just saying when we can eat.
You can eat.
Eat.
She would like you to eat.
Why?
Because we put all this work into making these ribs.
Can you-
That's fine.
can you-
I made it for my parents. And Brian and James. So when they're ready, they're ready.
Don't get your wife mad at me. Just go eat and come back and we'll hold it down.
She's not gonna be mad at me.
Respectfully, you're wrong. Respectfully. I'll say it one more time. Respectfully, you're wrong.
Okay, I'll come eat right now.
Yes, we'll go on shifts. You go eat with your family.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Brian just got here. We'll hold it down.
Okay.
We'll go back through some of the things that you've already done.
Yeah.
That I missed.
Oh, I don't care.
See, there we go.
What?
I'm assuming we're gonna hang out after stream, so. I'm going. I'll eat
Gonna
dinner.
get in trouble. All right. Sorry for the lack of crotch shots going forward.
We pause for station identification.
Yeah.
I'm just not good.
Dude, if people hop back in there and they'll be like, why is James on the other side now?
I know. All right, here we go.
All right, so what do you think of this? So genuinely, like, if this was a pick option, would you be open to it?
I would buy that bottle.
Yeah.
It's for an unknown Mississippi distillery, 7-year, and it's theirs. It's not sourced.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing pretty well. I
Yeah.
think I've had a lot of craft distilleries that were crap distilleries.
Mhm.
This is not one of them.
Yeah, so
and
they're-
look at how dark that is.
Yeah.
That stuff
Well-
is really.
And that's got to be because of the humidity in Mississippi, right? Like between the heat and the
do we know how many
humidity.
bottles this?
It
mean-
might have on the back actually. Bottle number 12.
Because I saw the 12, but I didn't see of
Yeah, I don't see
how
it.
many. But is it a short barrel? Or do
It's
we
not
know?
a short. I could go back because I'm in Drums and Drams Discord, and he says how many
Oh, okay.
was released. So my guess is probably like 110.
So the other thing too is that are they barreling in standard 53-gallon barrels, or are they doing?
Well, this
those-
was in Kelvin barrel.
So that would be a standard barrel then.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't.
So-
Because I don't think Kelvin makes those tiny.
I don't know enough. That's why I don't want to speak on it.
Yeah. I just wonder about some of the, some of these craft distilleries are playing around with, 10-gallon barrels and things like that.
No,
It's kinda
I don't.
weird,
I
but-
think they're standard.
Yeah, this is a good bottle. I would definitely buy this bottle. It's sweet,
And I brought
but it's
you-
got, like you said, a lot of the baking spice to it.
Yeah, and I brought you the rye that Drums and Drams picked, which was like the first bit on the palate was like all the rye spice, but then it turned into a bourbon drinker's rye. It was like cherry and cola and you want to try the Ryman that just came in?
Yes, I did not get this bottle.
Okay.
I was saving my ducats.
All right. I mean, it's all MGP, but Chris let us borrow this so you could try this as well.
Yes.
I know you listened to the stream. That
The wax just came off.
on the
Super glue.
front?
Not the front.
That's right. That's
Just
fine.
popped right
I
off.
don't care.
We'll have to get the super.
That's
glue.
Eli's. I mean.
Chris pour? No. Just
No, that's up to you. You Uber.
No.
You're smart.
No. I did Uber. All right, the Rybon. I almost pulled the trigger on this bottle, but I've got some other stuff that I'm working on, and so I was like, I'm gonna wait.
For me, the price point was just right. 125. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not. It's not bad for what you're getting.
That being said, you wanted me to give you the list of.
Yeah, I mean it's
Across.
gonna be late, and the people that were here at the beginning for the business aren't gonna be in.
Yeah. I don't know
but
who
let
else.
me take
Is there
a
anyone
note.
here on here?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me take a note. Even if there's not, people will watch this after the fact.
Yeah.
So
Pratt and I
at
were-
a minute or an hour and 13 minutes. So I'll put that in
Okay.
the post that if people want to know what Dream has.
Cool. All right. So Prav and I were talking last night, and we were discussing the option. He immediately said, "Yes, you guys, BWE, you guys are in. If we want another Dream pick, it's ours. It's just a matter of when and what we want to get." So he sent me the current list, and this is subject to change depending on when we pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is what he has now. So he has the 10-year Bookers. That's what we already have.
Yep. We
Okay,
won't. We
we're-
won't
we're
do
not
that
gonna
just
do that
because we
again.
just did it.
He's got a 9-year Russells, a 10-year Barton. Now here comes the fun stuff, right? 12-year MGP Alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
So that sounds very enticing. Those,
And that's
in fact,
a bourbon, right?
that's a bourbon.
Yeah.
Yep. And the thing is I just read an article about like the bourbons that MGP put out that like people should be looking for right now. It's those high year
Oh, yeah.
bourbons because those they don't have any more of those.
Yeah.
So once they're gone, they're gone. So like this kind of stuff, the OKI, the Boones County,
Yeah. The
The-
Boones County.
those are really good. What else were there? I can't pronounce how Mets, METZES. I think it's Meats.
Oh, I don't even.
Anyway,
know.
their stuff. I've only tried it. I've never owned one, but that stuff is phenomenal. But it's all that 12 to 15 year MGP stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, the old Scouts,
No.
the 10 to 15 year old Scouts. all that stuff, and Smooth Ambler, you know, when John Little was doing that stuff, those are arguably probably some of the best high year MGPs ever. Although I will say that Prof's MGPs.
Well, yeah,
are,
wait till you have that 11 year the next.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on, he's got a 12-year high rye MGP bourbon,
Mm-hmm.
9-year low rye, and an 8-year low rye MGP bourbon, 8-year wheated MGP bourbon, 8-year MGP rye, a 10-year MGP rye, a 10-year Jefferson's, which that's going to be pre Diageo. So
Okay.
Diageo's doing it now, and actually Smooth Ambler is bottling Jefferson's
Okay.
for them. So now we can also, so those are all the barrels that he has, but we can double oak anything that he
I
wants.
like that. I like that idea.
And that's going to add about $10 to $20.
I'm making you eat on stream.
No, I'm not eating ribs on
You're
stream.
eating ribs on stream, dude. I made these for you
A little
guys.
sampling.
And it's a whiskey.
Totally gonna mess with my palate.
Thank you.
No. Applewood smoked. Applewood barbecue sauce.
Very nice. And then so that the
Thank
double
you.
oak
Yeah.
is going to add about $10 to $20 per bottle because of the added oak and the thyme and all that. Or we can also do a rye bond of our own of any of those.
Well, did you try this?
No, not yet.
Yeah?
It
Okay.
was-
So we did double oak. I know, Dalton, right?
Hell yeah.
I'm definitely in. Like, I'll pay $20 more to have a double oak. Like, that's a no-brainer to me. I'm a big fan of double oak though. So unless it's a rye.
Mhm.
So
Boy, there's a lot of spice to that.
uh-huh.
I wonder what the blend is.
50-50.
Oh, it's 50. It does say that. 50,
8 and 9 year.
8 and 9
50-50.
year. Okay. Well, if those of you that have the Ryben, this one, and like it, what do you think about a 10-12 year?
Right.
We get a 12-year Alchemy bottle and a 10-year rye bottle, and Ryben that.
Yeah. I'm very much into doing a Dream, and if the James Pepper one doesn't work out, I think Dream should probably be next on the list.
Wheat? Is anyone double oaking wheat anywhere?
I would assume Middle West probably does. Do you know Dalton? Wheated double oak. Trying to think who's like wheat heavy.
Old Elk, maybe.
Yeah,
I bet you Old Elk has one.
yeah.
It's a pretty decent rib.
Yeah.
I wonder if he cut it on the cutting board that he won at the
That one at the charity
at
auction.
the charity auction.
Yeah, so theoretically, if the James Pepper didn't work out, Dream would be my next. But I think Dream is going to happen regardless, guys. Whether it's this year or one of the first picks from next year. Because again, he just read it out. What Prav has is it's just some stellar stuff to work with.
And the stuff too that hey BJ, we did double oak. Hey BJ, don't you have a connection with Ragged Branch? I think we could get a weeded
No,
half oak
I'm
from Ragged Branch.
cutting that out because I was so excited about my. Yeah, is that the one from Virginia? What's Ragged Branch?
No, it's not from Virginia. No, you're thinking of Catoctin Creek.
No,
No, Ragged Branch is.
are they Carolinas or something?
No, it's Kentucky, but that's a Jim Rutledge spin-off failure.
So maybe I'm thinking of something else. But I had a double oak. I was so excited for. Somebody was like, "Oh man, it's so tasty," and I got it, and it's got this weird thing on the back end that I'm like, not. It has a craftiness, right? And that's the thing with
That's
Crittens.
called the booty. It's got the booty.
Yeah.
BJ loves it. If any of you want, he's gonna charge you secondary, but BJ's got a lot of Ragged Branch.
He's got a lot of booty.
Yeah.
That's the thing with Crittenden's. Like, you drink that, if you gave me that into a blind, I wouldn't say craft.
No,
Like, it doesn't have a
no, it doesn't have
craftiness
craft.
to it at all. where there's a lot
Well,
of
you know what? It
ones
has
that do.
kind of has a new riff spin to it.
I don't think those are craft in my mind though either though.
I mean, compared to everybody else, I mean, I know, but they're sourcing a lot of their stuff too. So
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like New Riff was sourcing for a long time. All of Nulu is sourced too. Like they're not making their own stuff, are they?
uh-huh.
So yeah. So what do you think of the Ryben then?
I like it. It's really spicy.
It has a lot
It's
of
a
rice
lot of
spice.
spice. I wonder if we could do a higher bourbon blend,
Yeah, I don't think I want to do 50-50.
like a
I want to
60,
do
40, 70, 25.
I was
something like
thinking
that.
70-30.
Or 70-30.
That's kind of what I'm hoping the barrel party is. I'm hoping it's more bourbon. I'm hoping it's like a 70-30 split. I like rye, don't get me wrong, but gun to my head, I want more bourbon. I want the sweetness, I want that more than the rye.
So I've done these barrel projects in the past
Uh-huh.
with a crew, like kind of nationwide, right? I think we've done 3 or 4. So one thing that I want to clarify, and I mean,
Yeah,
I know we're live, but I want to,
No,
because I know
good.
you were like, everybody's going to get 1-to-1. We
You don't
can't
think
do
so?
that. No, we're going to lose enough that there's no way we can get 1-to-1. But what I think we ought to do, and I'm just going to throw this out there to you, but is everybody puts in a share. 1 share equals 1 share. So
Okay.
when you end up dumping the barrel, and it's like say 100, 100. Well, say it's like 50 gallons. Okay. You divide that by the number of people that went in,
Uh-huh.
and that becomes.
Oh, you have stuff.
Yeah, one sec.
Sorry. You'll just get
There you
all the rye on there still, so.
So that becomes the share. Whatever you divide it by the denominator. Okay. So it may people. You put 1 bottle in, you may get
3/4.
3/4 or something like that out.
Okay.
People won't get 1-to-1.
I just don't think we'll have enough
They
people
shouldn't
to
get
fill
1-to-1.
it out.
They might.
I just don't think we'll have enough people to fill it out. And so, Eli, Chris gave us 6 bottles to put in there today.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in a ton.
Yeah,
I got
so-
a pile of stuff.
So I think for like the people that really care, they'll get a bottle, and then the people that are like, I'm fine with 3/4. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause some people
Yeah.
will really be miffed if they don't get what they put back in.
Right.
Okay, well you can have that. That's fine.
Like for example, when we did the Cali Gold thing, right? That was a 3-to-2.
Okay.
You put 3 in, you get 2 back
Yeah.
because you're gonna lose some. He's gonna keep some. That's part of it too.
Yeah.
But you do lose some with the angel share that way. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want. I want to manage expectations. I don't think people are gonna, because if you tell them up front they're gonna get 1-to-1, there's always gonna be some guys out there that are like, hey, you told me I was gonna get a whole bottle.
Yeah. And it's
And you're only
easy to
gonna
kick people out of the group. I'm just kidding. No, I totally get it. But we're gonna do our best to make sure people, again, get 1-to-1, because we might only get 100 bottles. You know.
Yeah, we never know.
And then we got to figure out a way to fill it out more. And I've got enough bottles that as we all started in this thing, I'm never gonna open. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna go back to my larcenies. I'm never gonna go back to some of the Henry McKenna 10s. Nothing wrong with that. But what I have, I'm never gonna reach for that. And so I might as well put it into this. And again, like. I was super stoked on that almost 9-year Baker 7. I'm never gonna reach for that. Like compared to the Dream stuff I have, or the Subtle Spirits, or the Crittendens, or
I mean, I've got a pile of like gold foil 4 Roses laying around.
Yeah.
I could throw that in there.
yeah, we got to put some
A bunch of
decent stuff in
15-year
there.
Knob Creeks. I mean, we got to put some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
Like,
No, Chris, the bottles Chris gave are really good. Like Michter's
that old
Shelfer
Crow
Rye is
plastic
so
stuff
good.
Is not good. Why did Chris put that?
I'm a huge fan of like the Shelfer Michter's Rye. It is delicious. Chris gave us 2 bottles to throw in there.
Nice.
Right? Like we have some good stuff already going in there. But yeah, when it comes down to it, if it's a bottle I can get any day of the week in Idaho, I don't care about putting it in. Because if
Right.
I decide I need one, I'll go get
If
one.
Cody, are you listening? I hope you're listening. But if you're
Cody Wildemont?
yeah,
I don't trust that guy.
I know. We don't want any of that weird, Peruvian snake water and all kinds of blackened,
He's gonna be like, I got this black bourbon from Chile,
yeah,
aged in the rainforest. It's got
blessed by a shaman.
Yeah. The
That's-
barrel was hugged by an anaconda for 30 days.
Yes.
That stuff, Cody.
Keep it.
We want that out.
Keep it.
No black bourbon, please. Please. It's a thing. There's stuff going on with it for sure. So what do you think of that compared to the Ryman?
Definitely not as spicy.
No.
It's smoother.
I love this bottle.
This is a really good bottle.
That's the G-Spot one that Chris used.
Ah.
Yeah. That's freaking awesome. So 11-year MGP.
Yep. Okay.
That's it's
I
cherry
was gonna
cola
say,
all
yeah.
day. It's
10-year plus old scouts that I've got.
it's viscous. It's got like a nice caramel to it, but the prevalent note I get from that is just like a cherry Coke, not Pepsi, like pure sweetness.
BJ, if you're still there, this is the stuff that we were trying at the bar in at Old Scout, Smooth Hammer,
Okay.
that they were pulling out from underneath.
Yeah. No, I'm super excited to get this. And again, like, just people need to understand when we work with Dream or any NDP, just because we did something last time, it's not the same thing. They have so many things from different distilleries, different legacies, whether it's Barton, Beam, MGP, whatever. Like, it's a whole world when you go in there. You're not always stuck on Booker's. If you didn't like the Booker's pick, that's not what we're doing this time. That's one of my hardline rules. If we did it in the last 12 months, we're not doing that pick again.
Unless
Just
it's
because
Four
we're
Roses.
maybe, and so
I know a guy.
and so with Dream, just because we're doing a Dream pick again, or if we
We're gonna
decide
go
to
this
do
way.
that,
Yes, here we go.
that's not the same as what we did. That's 10-year Bookers. NDPs just have like such a same thing with Benders. They have so many different things from different places that you can't just put them all into one box and say, oh well, I didn't like this one, so I'm not gonna like this one. It's not how NDPs work. If Beam Profile is not for you, then that's valid. Turkey Profile is not for you. If you're super odd and Buffalo Trace isn't for you,
There's no one in this group that.
that's what I mean.
Well,
Like,
except me and Chris.
you don't like Buffalo Trace? No way.
It's not my first choice.
It is my first choice,
Well,
but
I mean,
I don't want to hunt that stuff.
some
Like
of them, but I'm
single
not gonna
barrel
go
stuff
after
is
it.
way cooler. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like single barrel stuff is way more fun, and it sucks because
Dalton,
if you get a bottle of it and it's gone, that's all you got, right?
Dalton, you might be able to sneak that black velvet by us through the rope, but you bring that single malt, you can just turn right
is
around.
that what
you're
he was
done.
talking about?
Yeah,
Was Black Velvet?
I don't know, brother. That Canadian stuff, some of that, a Caribou Crossing or something dumped into that barrel, that might actually be pretty good.
That's a great way to make money off that barrel, though, because he's gonna have tariffs.
Right.
Any Canadian stuff you bring, Dalton, you're getting tariffed.
You
Trump
lose
set
20,
the standard.
You
so
lose 25% of your
Yeah.
donation right off the bat.
Trump set the standard, so we got to give you tariffs, man. This is America, baby. So great stuff it was. Oh,
He's
the
talking
the
about
Old Scout.
the Old Scout, yeah.
So what's your preference between that versus the Boo Rag?
This is really good, but honestly, I think the
Really?
Ryman.
Okay, see, I definitely went that
This is-
MGP.
Here's the thing.
Oh,
This
yeah.
MGP is so smooth and easy drinking that this is one that it's a special bottle, but the problem is that it's so damn good that it won't last. The Ryman, on the other hand, I know I'm not going to hit that hard because it's good, but it's got such a profile that we're going to have to wait on it, right?
Yeah.
You're not doing 2 or 3 shots of that.
No, I 100% understand what you're saying.
This bottle won't last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a killer.
Yeah. Like I have a Limestone Farms, which I know you guys have probably seen in the groups. But that Limestone Farms, like the second it's gone, I want to just pour another. I want to pour another. But the Befurky juice I have, that I don't necessarily want to pour another. Like it's got more going on with it, and it's like I had a glass, I'm satisfied. Yeah. Is that the She's a Beaut?
She's a beaut, Clark.
All right. So
Where's Ben? I wish he was on here.
Oh,
He's
so this
always
is only
saying
a
that.
7-year
It's
though.
a 7-year. I know. We were talking
Oh,
about it
yeah.
earlier. I was like, was like,
'Cause
man,
we
I thought it
thought
was
9.
older. We thought 9, but
Yeah.
when I pulled it out, I was like, oh, hey.
So this Benders is one of the more recent club picks for if you're in Benders Club. This is a 7 year. So from my understanding with our call from Bill, essentially we could get this type of juice
Yep.
within the price point we're trying to do, which would be about 130, 140, all said and done. And if we can do that, this is worth it every day of the week. Like, it's an awesome pour.
So we cracked this at Bob's house a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't gone back to it. So we'll see how it is.
Trying to see which one was that right one. I gave you a fresh one.
That would probably be the best glass.
Yeah. A little bit more. You got Uber.
Yeah, why didn't you Uber?
I like driving.
By the way,
And it keeps me responsible.
well, that's true. I can tell. By the way, the Boo, or are we calling it Boo Idaho? What are we calling it?
It's Boo Idaho. It's just spelling.
No,
we're
I
trying to
know.
work out.
But I mean, is it Rye Bon? No.
No, it's Boo Idaho.
Boo Idaho.
And
Not
again,
Rye Bonaho.
shout out to AJ because he put that in chat last stream.
AJ's awesome.
Freaking perfect. Boo Idaho. Just
Boo Idaho. Okay, so the barrel that we have for that is a fresh dump Buffalo Trace barrel from the Sazerac Select Club that I just picked up.
yeah, but we don't know what was in it.
Not yet.
Okay.
I've got the barrel number. I've got the pick number, and so I've contacted Buffalo Trace. We'll find out what was in it. I have a feeling it was just regular Buffalo Trace, but we'll
that's
see.
how
I
we
know
all-
I do know it's Warehouse F.
But that's how we
So,
all started
If
out.
all
was
you
Buffalo
Trace chasers know what Warehouse F means, I don't know.
But that's maybe not all, but that's how a lot of us started out. Was just like, oh, Buffalo Trace. This my old fashioned's way better.
But
With
I was a
this.
Maker's Mark guy.
No, but I'm just saying a lot of us. So even if it's just normal Buffalo Trace, to me that's exciting. But then if we find out if it's like Weller Foolproof or Stag, that's a horse of a different color.
Wouldn't that be funny if it was a stag barrel?
Dude, if it's a
That
Stag
would be
barrel, I'm
awesome.
gonna bathe in it.
I'm not giving it to you.
No, when it's all
No,
done. When it's all done. Okay, so 123.4 proof. This has actually got a pretty dark nose. I thought it was sweeter off memory, but
It's nutty. BJ will like that. Nutty.
alright. So BJ likes the nutty stuff. So he liked the dream.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I'm not going to speak for him. He's on the chat. BJ, you like the dream, right?
I think BJ was waiting for you to get into stream. He never said anything until you showed up. Said, "Where's Brian?"
He works a lot.
I was
He was
promised
He
Brian.
was probably working.
Alright. Okay. The more I'm nosing it, the more fruit I'm getting. It was super darker initially.
Dude, the ethanol and the legs on this are long. Man.
Dude, the bitters pick's gonna be awesome. I'm super. That call we had today was awesome.
Glad you liked it.
Well, no, like
It was,
the price point, like everything fell into place for us,
dude,
right?
and the fact that we're gonna go out there and pick them with him at his place, and it's the cool thing I thought about when he was talking about it. He's like, I put all these barrels out in my field until OSHA tells me the shit's gonna blow up and I have to move it.
Mhm.
So these barrels, like a lot of them aren't even in rick houses. They're just out in a field getting all the weather. It's crazy.
And isn't that funny? Like, does OSHA go on these boats that Jefferson does about their Jefferson's Ocean? Or they
Probably the
just
Coast
got,
Guard or
yeah, they
something.
got free reign, right? Actually,
That's such a
speaking on
gimmick.
that,
It's such a gimmick.
yeah. Speaking on that though, something we didn't talk about that I do want to talk about is again, it's been this way from the beginning for me. I want as many people in the group to go on picks as want to when possible. When possible.
Yes.
And so if we can do Benders, Kentucky Nectar, and again, long shot, but we're hoping for it, if Pepper works out, or even if not Pepper, another Kentucky distillery,
For Rosa.
Four Roses in the future. If we do any of that, essentially what we'd like to do is get the biggest Airbnb we can. 15 guys or girls, whoever wants to go, 15 people plus, depending on the group size for tastings. You get to go on the Kentucky Nectar.
Like
you won that one.
You 6 or 7
Yeah.
are gonna go pick
You're
nectar.
And so in a
And the
5-day
other-
span, we
yeah.
do 3 picks. So if you're not going on Kentucky Nectar, guess what? You're still on Whiskey Row. You are still.
We're hanging
Yeah.
with Mark Carter. We're hanging with
Yeah,
Owen
you're still
Powell
going to
and Neat.
Carter.
We're going to
Yeah.
We're doing that stuff.
So you didn't get to go on this pick.
We're going
but
to
the
Justin.
next
We're gonna go
day,
hang with Justin.
Yeah.
House of Bourbon.
the next
Yeah.
day, you didn't go on Kentucky Nectar, but the next day is the Bender's pick, and that's the one you won. So you do that. But every night we're going to restaurants together, or hopefully the Airbnb has a barbecue. We're barbecuing.
Mhm.
It's a whole vacation. It's a whole trip. We'll golf if you want to golf. Great. If you don't want to golf, there's a lot to do in Louisville and Lexington, depending on where we're at. There's plenty going on. It's going to be awesome, and if we can do that many people in one trip, that's an experience.
And here's
man.
the other thing too. So say we get 12, 15 guys, gals going
Yeah.
on the trip, okay? If a segment are going to pick at Distillery X, right? Guess what? They give you the pints of the barrels you pick.
So we can bring it back.
So you bring it back and get to share it with the rest of the crew.
Yeah, and get
So,
more input.
More input from it. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that. And that's why if the pepper doesn't work out, we almost want to try to find something in the same area.
Absolutely. There's a lot to choose from.
There's like a couple.
Like, well,
There's
depends on
a
where
couple. No, and so
I mean, hell,
we'll run
we
a
could
lottery, we'll do whatever,
we
but
could do another JD. That JD Rye was
they're not in Louisville.
no. They're in Tennessee.
How far away from Louisville?
It's like 4 hours, 3
That's
4
a
hours.
little bit of a haul.
But then we could hit Nashville at the same time. See?
I gotta think of my wife, and if she'll let me be gone long enough to do that kind of traveling.
I know a good attorney.
I love my wife.
Well, I love mine too.
So I don't want an attorney. I don't want to get to that point. But no, we truly want to make it an experience and have as many that want to go. And even if you don't, theoretically, if you don't win a pick, but we can get a house big enough for people, and you're just like, hey, I want to tag along, and I want to be on the Bourbon Trail, and you guys do your thing, and we all just be at BWE together. That's exciting.
I mean, we could even do outside of picks. We could do a group like distillery tours. Like we
Yeah.
could go down to Four Roses.
100%.
I mean,
go to Lux Row.
we could go to Lux Row. We could go to
Yeah.
Maker's
Go
Mark.
to
We could
Old
go to-
Forester. Maybe some people get to do some Michter's bottle your own.
Yeah.
All that stuff. I want to make it all the groups are great. I'm not saying anything about that. I want to make BWE special. I want it to be experiences more than just the bottles we pick and the bottles we share. If we're doing something, I want people to be involved.
We are the only group that's going to offer you field trips.
Yes, field trip.
I need BWE field parental release.
I
and
need
we need
signs.
signs.
Yeah, I need signed papers from your parents allowing you to go. But
But we're doing
somebody-
field trips.
Yeah,
Oh, BJ, there we go.
love the dream, especially the wet ones. Dude,
Talk about vendors.
I will say, and you tell me if I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. The amount of fruit that is coming from the She's a Butte after in the glass for a while, there's so much fruit coming in.
Where's Ben? Get Shirk on the phone here. He's a She's the Butte fan.
Yeah. Initially, it was a lot of dark fruit, not dark fruit, but dark leather tobacco coming in. The more I just let it sit here and I've aerated it, there's a ton of fruit coming through. Really dark cherry, not bright cherry. Almost like if you've had an old fashioned with a dark cherry in it as opposed to a maraschino, that kind of cherry.
Who has old fashions with maraschinos? Where the hell are you drinking?
People who had a Shirley Temple before it.
You ordered old fashions with muddled orange, don't you?
I don't. I don't drink old fashioned much anymore. My favorite old fashioned in the area was the Vault, but I think they changed, at least the Vault Eagle they don't make them the same as Meridian. Meridian's old fashioned is just freaking killer, because it doesn't mute the bourbon. It lets the bourbon shine. Like if I have an old fashioned, I want everything involved to
Be spirit forward.
to accentuate that bourbon. And a lot of old fashions you get from restaurants now, it's like, how much syrup can we put in here? Yeah, dude. If this is the 7-year we're talking about at 130 all day,
Dark fruit, tobacco, leather,
super complex,
spice on the back end.
good viscosity, good
Chewy.
mouthfeel, chewy. It hangs out.
Mhm.
Like you take a sip, you're good for a minute or two. It's still going on. As a proof
Yeah,
holder,
BJ, this is the it's a 7-year club pick. She's a Butte Clark is the bottle we're currently tasting.
as a proof holder, I can't imagine us doing a pick where I'm not gonna lean towards the higher proof stuff.
I mean, can you? No, you can't really see that
No.
up there.
We got it. I think what we're gonna
123.4. Yeah, 7-year.
I think what we're gonna end up doing is I'm gonna bring a webcam I have, and we're gonna have it set up separately to
Oh,
where
with
it's
the
zoomed in
bottles.
on the bottle with a picture-in-picture.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And so that way that the bottle will always be in the top right, top left corner of what we're drinking, and it will be clear without the glare or anything
Oh,
like
that's
that.
cool.
So it's all a work in progress, right? We're figuring stuff out as we go. My
I
wife.
do notice the mic seems a little echoic.
Well, yeah. The problem is it's a mic that's trying to pick up from. It's omnidirectional, right?
Yeah.
So I have 2 mic arms, and I have a really nice mic at home for my streaming. So we might hook up mic arms to these and have our own individual mics right
Oh,
in
there
front
you
of
go.
us. And that's a way to improve it, 100%. Right now, we're testing stuff out. We're trying to see what it is, but we're trying to be as informational and engrossing as possible to bring everybody in and give opinions. So we know it's not perfect, but we're trying.
So one thing I want to figure out is what do we have to do to increase viewership? Because the most I've ever seen is like 5-6 viewers, and we have a big following.
Well,
we have a big group.
Well, last
So-
week we had like 10 to 12, 15.
Yeah, but out of a 200-300 group, person
There's a
group.
lot of people that don't even post, that don't do anything in the group. They're not
Yeah.
going to do this, and they're not going to buy bottles.
Yeah.
They're not going to be in the picks too. I get it, like, but that's the thing, like, and we'll talk more about this off stream.
Who's in for Whistle Pig?
Not me. I'm out. You give me the option between Whistle Pig and Dream, I'm doing Dream.
Well, of course. I'll do Dream all day. But a
Um,
15-year Whistle Pig is, something to think
I
about.
just wish we could do a Befurky pick, but we can't move that. And again, the Mayor Pingree. I don't know if you heard me bring that
I
up.
did.
Yeah.
You passed on it already? I thought
I
you
told
were gonna...
them. I'm still on the list.
Okay.
And if you want a bottle, you'll get a bottle of it. We just
Yeah.
won't be the ones doing it.
Guys,
So
if you want to dump some coin and you want an exceptionally awesome and rare bottle, let's do that Mayor Pingree. I've got a 7-year pick that one of my other groups we did a while back, and it is, you tried it.
yeah, it's
It's
awesome.
one of the best bottles on my bar.
It's awesome.
And we're talking about a 10-year now? This is 10-year MGP.
Yeah, the 10-year that my Discord group did last year, the vast majority said like this is legitimately better than GTS.
Yep.
But it would be like 250, 280. Are you gonna find a GTS for that? No. And if this is equal to or better,
And you can get it,
exactly.
and it's one we pick.
Mm,
That's like doing a private pick GTS for 280.
yeah.
Think about that, people. A private pick GTS killer for 280. I'd do it all
I
day
would
long.
love it. I would love it. I just don't think enough people, and that's a hard sell to bars too. 280 a bottle, and they're buying a case.
Maybe.
So.
Depends.
No. If we could, again, it's right now. It's in my pocket. I passed on it in the sense that I'm not seeing people excited about something like that within the group.
I don't think a lot of people know what it is.
Yeah,
To
and
be
well,
honest
that's the
with you,
problem.
like that's one that you it's not on the forefront of your brain.
Well, that's why I know you were traveling earlier in the stream. I said a lot of what we're doing this year, we're going to try on stream is the subtle, the Crittendens, the river roots, all these things to get people prepared for next year. Like educate people on what they can do, what they can't do.
We should do the subtle after this
100%,
to try that.
100%.
Yeah,
I
'cause it's
love that
very-
subtle.
That's a really good bottle.
Have you got that one?
Yeah.
I can't tell.
What?
They have the same label for like 15 different bottles, and I'm like, oh,
I
is
can
that
tell
the
the
one I
difference.
have? The wax
No.
might be different, but the labels is the same. And
No,
I'm like,
I
what?
I can tell the difference.
This subtle spirit that we're about to do, I don't know that I've met a definition more of a bourbon drinker's rye. Like it is, dude. That She's a Butte. The more
Opens up, doesn't it?
it's so good. If that's what we're getting, you guys are gonna be freaking thrilled. Like that's
Well, we get that, and it's going to be close to 8 years.
yeah. Like it's just been aging.
I mean, it's a
Even
7
more so.
plus.
Yeah, it's gonna be freaking awesome.
I still got it.
Okay, I'll let you.
I'm,
I'll let you handle it.
I'm nursing the binders and put the nipple on it.
Well, you poured more vendors too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I went
you're on your.
twice. I
You
went
say you're
twice.
nursing it, but you're on your second pour. Oh man, you definitely get rye influence on the nose, but not. It just. This is genuinely one of my favorite bottles I own. Like I would love to do the subtle pick.
We can totally do one.
I know we can, but we also can't do 8 picks a year. not based on feedback. Man, I've been stingy with this bottle. I normally share a lot of what I own, bring into a bottle shares, whatever. I brought this one to a few bottle shares, and I was like, I need to start being a little bit tighter on this one. So. And the specs on this, because you guys can't see it, so 12-year rye, 125.4 proof, and it's NGP. So Lawrenceburg, Indiana. 144 bottles, bottled 10/21/24. But this thing is killer. Do you hand me my phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Josh is doing some really creative stuff at Subtle.
Mm-hmm.
He's taken exceptional whiskey and combining it with great artists and just and he's just an all-around nice guy. Right? That's something that we should consider, I think.
100%. It's going to be. So what I'm trying to do and what we're trying to do is have a nice balance of price points. Subtle would be mid to high range, right?
Yeah, probably.
Because that bottle right there cost me like $160.
Yeah, I would say between 120 and 170.
Yeah, just
depending
just
on
depends.
what we.
And
what
that's
we
the
get.
thing with NDPs, right? It all depends on what you're picking, and where it's from, and all that. So there's a decent range. So it would be one of the. What I'd like to do is have a couple budget options, and then a couple like. Again, they're all going to be value because I would pay what I paid for this 10 times over. Like if you said you should have got 10 bottles, I should have got 10 bottles of this at the price I paid. It's phenomenal. And that's what we're trying to do. It's like, yes, it's going to be a higher price point. You will have zero regrets about the buy you did. Hopefully, we get everybody's palates different and all that, but that's the goal.
I'll find out what Josh has available and what our price points will be.
Dude, this is so good. This genuinely, I think this is my favorite pour of the night.
Really?
I think this beats the dreams. I think this beats the reverie. this works with my palate. It has just enough rye spice on the front for me. You get some rye on the nose, but on the palate, the rye is up front, but the viscosity, it's super oily. The rye like gives away to the caramel kind of fruit flavors that come in the back. It's not high fruit by any means. I don't know. There's just something about this bottle that just hits me.
This is
right
an apricot bomb.
on the nose.
This is yes.
I guess
This is stone fruit.
I was
and
gonna say
apricot
stone fruit, yeah.
all day long.
it's just
It's
there's like
apricot on the
a
palate.
there's just like a quality thing with this, and that's not to say these aren't quality, but you could just, for me, it's just a step up. It genuinely is just a step up for me from everything else we've had. The palate just really is, it's grippy, it coats well, it's creamy. I get the stone fruit, and maybe it's the power of suggestion, but I do get the stone fruit. It's got really nice up front rye, which I enjoy rye, but I still would consider this more of a bourbon drinker's rye. I really like this pour a lot.
This is not a super spicy rye.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Like you're saying, a bourbon drinker's rye, it's not spicy, but I'm shocked. It's been a while since I've had this, but I'm shocked at the amount of stone fruit in this. Like I keep going back to that,
Yeah.
but it's peach, apricot,
I love this
like
bottle,
it's
man. I love it.
really good. So guys, if you want to, consider something like this, let us know in the chat. Let us know on the Facebook group.
And again,
We'll
whether
reach
it's
out,
this
we'll get
year
the
or
price.
next, like, I want to be ahead of the game on what we're doing for next year. Like, and that's why I want to do these bottle shares where people can try the stuff we're thinking about. And so we get on the schedule and we understand what we're doing ahead of time.
So that's a great segue because I want to manage some expectations
Yeah.
that Chris and I ran into when we were doing barrel picks last year and the year before, things like that. Guys, when we pick a bottle or pick a barrel, okay, it is months before we get those bottles.
You ready?
I'm refueled.
Okay, refueled.
How are the ribs?
Oh, the one that I had
The
was,
what?
the nibble.
I made
That
3 racks.
Well, I
There's
got-
still one
I
and a
got
half
one-
racks upstairs.
I got one rib.
I also
don't know,
didn't
what-
want.
Did you get one rib?
I got one rib.
You got one rib.
That was
too.
just to tempt you guys to
Is that like
come
an
eat food.
appetizer?
Yeah, that's all
so-
it was.
Is that why he keeps calling us Adam? He's
Yeah,
one
I
rib.
know, exactly. So here's the thing, guys.
Absolutely.
We're
We
doing
need to
this stuff.
plan these picks so that you
Oh, sure.
know, and it's not an instantaneous thing. Because we pick a barrel doesn't mean that you're gonna get that bottle in the next 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
It's months. It's a minimum of 5 months, I would say. Given ISLD, with shipping, with distributors, 3-tier system, with all of that.
Yeah.
So in
Take
order
a few
to do
take a few months off of buying OWAs or whatever you're buying
Weller Special Reserves,
to make sure that you're prepared because
Then what are people supposed to trade?
you weren't here.
it's not trading. It's leveling up. It's like a video game.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You
it's
were-
like, it's
Oh
like,
yeah, the paperclip to a house.
yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't here, but we talked about the Kentucky house. Theoretically, no, this is not real.
The Airbnb, the pick
Kentucky
thing.
house is what I'm going to call it.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
like getting a big group. And
Yeah, yeah.
So
Exactly,
theoretically,
exactly, yeah.
none of these dates are real. I'm literally making everything up. Let's say we went in June. You're not getting that in July.
We're picking
You're not,
3
yeah,
barrels.
we're doing 3 barrels that
or
you're gonna
whatever.
get.
You're gonna
in
get those
months.
for the rest of the year,
September.
starting like September on.
Yeah. So that's the expectations Brian is trying to describe. If you go on that trip and you're excited about those bottles, awesome. You're not gonna see them for a bit.
So honestly, to think about it, some of these picks that we're like, we have to kind of look at it as like a fiscal year or like a bourbon year. Call it a bourbon year. We're picking some barrels this year. We're not going to see until 2026.
Yep.
Honestly. So manage those expectations. plan for your budgeting.
But
So spread that out. Don't buy all your Eagle Rares this month
But
and then
Cass-
say I can't afford
Yeah.
the Blackwood or the Subtle Spirits or whatever, right?
caveat to that though, and this Brian, you've been doing this a long time, so you're going to be the end all be all on knowledge for it. I'm just assuming naturally, if we go with lesser known distilleries, turnaround time might be quicker.
Nope.
No, say
Look
all
at how
say-
long it took us to get the drink. It's because they have to establish relationships with ISLD. So, like for example, Subtle Spirits. If we're talking about the one we're drinking right now,
Now that cherry's coming through on the subtle.
yeah,
Oh, I'm getting
Yeah,
tricked
exactly.
right off the bat.
What about stone fruit right off the bat? Apricot,
Okay.
peach. All
This is again.
I'm
This
gonna
is my
subtly-
favorite pour of the night.
see what I did there? I'm gonna subtly drop that in. So the thing is that if we pick a Subtle Spirits right now,
Oh, I do get stone fruit
he has to get
right in the front.
established with ISLD. He has to go through however the shipping, through whatever, if they
Through all
need a
the
third
loopholes.
tar, all the loopholes. They have to establish contracts. It takes a while. Look at Blackwood. We picked our Blackwood barrel. This guy, right here.
We'll do that next.
Right. We picked that last year, and guess what? They still don't have certification to get it shipped to Idaho yet. It's our barrel. We've already got it. We have to now get you all to buy it, but we have that barrel. That is
So here's my question.
that's a 10-year MGP toasted barrel.
Technically 11, right?
No, it was 9,
Nine, okay.
technically 10.
Theoretically, because Dream has now come into the state,
It's
is
quicker.
it easier?
It'll be
Okay.
quicker, yes,
Okay.
because he's established and all that.
Well, and that brings it back to me saying we're doing these subtle drinks on string critters, all this stuff, because
Yeah,
we want to be
it's-
ahead of the game next year to where we're doing a pick in February, we're doing a pick like we're trying to do it earlier in the year, so it is more staggered, right?
And everything
Like,
will kind of line up.
yeah, and like,
Right. We want to
Yeah.
stagger them, but
Yeah,
you guys have to understand that
there's a time.
there's a lag from picking the barrel to getting the bottle in your hands of at least 4 to 6 months.
When we
Like,
pick a barrel,
so
you are on
Don't
dial.
go out and buy all the Buffalo
Yeah.
Trace and OWAs.
You are on dial up.
Right.
When we
Yeah.
pick a barrel, you're on dial up. You gotta listen to all that crap. It's gonna take a long time. Maybe and once we do a pick with that group, okay. Well, now we're on DSL. And maybe if Idaho gets more involved and like gets things a little bit quicker, then we'll be on fiber.
What are you, an IT nerd? What is this?
You said
But
DSL, and I thought dick sucking lips.
Hey, this is a family show.
Hannah,
You know,
Hannah
this
put
is
the
a
kids to
family
bed.
show,
Hannah put
yes.
the kids to bed.
I would hate people to see our prof group chat.
Oh, yes.
Uh,
True.
but
here's-
again,
So here's the thing, guys. Look, we're shooting for bottles mostly that are going to be in the 100 to 175 range. Honestly, you got to say that. I mean, that's
Well,
most of what we're looking at for the year.
for this year,
Yeah.
well, it's
But
not
so here,
barely most. But
so what you're going to do is you're going to have to put off those Blantons and Buffalo Trace and
I don't
Tater
care how
picks.
anybody
Yeah.
buys Bland's.
Look, I understand that. I'm
75.
putting the Blantons in the barrel.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
probably,
yeah, right.
but it's probably
Well,
something you had
that's-
for 2 years and you paid 60 for it.
I
not
might,
75.
you know what?
Oh, I'm putting a 2016 Blantons.
I have the whole
Okay, so you
Blanton's
paid
lineup.
55 for it.
I have the whole
30.
Blanton's lineup from gifts
Yeah.
that people gave me. I might just dump them all in there. Like instead of the
Oh,
toppers.
there you go, a topper blend.
Yeah.
All right. So the
I
thing
might
is that
just
look,
do that.
guys, budget, please. I mean, if you want some really cool stuff that we're talking about doing, plan on it, budget for it. We have 300 people in this group. It shouldn't be hard to sell 150 bottles of epic shit that we
Well-
can't get anywhere else.
Me personally, I'd much rather spend $300 on one bottle than buying 3 Blantons.
Right,
Like any day of the week.
but you can't level up.
Yeah. Also,
I'm so active in the
Ti-
trade.
ti-
Paul.
It's called Bourbon version 5.
Yeah.
tiny segue. I know a lot of people aren't in here. I'll make a post about it. If you've been
Yeah, there's.
on a bin post, that's not accurate.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you've been on a bin post and you do not buy on one you bin, you are now
Oh, yes.
out of buying the next bin.
Fair.
Which knowing James, you don't want that because
Yeah.
I can only imagine, and Brian, the picks that are coming.
if you
Because
do
if we
it,
get a bunch of guys that bin and then don't buy it,
yeah,
then the next barrel's gonna be fucking epic.
yeah.
And then you guys are gonna be like, wait a minute, I want
If
that bottle.
if you do that twice,
Yeah.
you will be out of the group.
You don't want to do that when we get the first ever Pappy private label.
So if you're gonna bin,
Oh,
or if
you
you
hear
say
that second part that you say that again? 'Cause
Yeah.
It was we. cut
if
over
you do
top.
it twice, you're out of the group.
Yeah.
We're not here for that. We are here to do great single barrel picks. We are here for community, even above that. And if you are that disrespectful to the community that you would say bin and not back it up, we don't want you in the community.
And
respectfully.
Here's the other thing from a logistical point of view, right? When we buy these barrels through the state, we have to pay 50% up front in order to issue the purchase order to the distillery to get it coming here. And then we have to pay 50% when it gets here. So we have to, that's why we collect them. That's why Chris and I have, we collected the money up front because we have to pay that to the state in order to even issue the purchase order to get the barrel here.
Yeah.
Well, and I might be speaking out of turn, so you guys weigh in. I think there might be some very extenuating circumstances where if someone loses a job,
I get
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I get that. We're not heartless.
But like someone
Well,
that routinely does it,
If
or
if people have those circumstances,
Yeah.
DM the admins,
let
review,
them know
let
what's
us
going
know,
on.
and we'll absorb those bottles. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're not
But if it's
Excuse me.
someone that just,
You're
hey,
not-
I don't want it now.
you're not binning 6 bottles at $300 a bottle or
Yeah.
$150 a bottle and then saying, "Oh shit, I don't want it." But if
Yeah.
you lose your job,
You lose your job,
Yeah.
your wife loses
You know.
your job, whatever the case is, like, more than happy to accommodate that. But if you just
Don't
bin
want it.
something
if you're a
and
woodworker
decide,
and you have this,
yeah, if you bin something and you decide you don't want it,
I just use
obviously
cutting
it's-
board.
I know, right? I asked.
he didn't.
I said, I wonder if this rib was cut on a
You
board
said
that
that.
you on the board that you
With Mike's knife.
Mike
which-
Cass.
Yep. I was very careful, Mike, if you watch this, because I know that edge was not for cutting through bone.
Yeah, because
so
you asked if that was accurate. It said that, and you're like, I'm the only one. And then Dalton commented right away. I'm like, okay, you're not.
Oh,
it said
did he
one.
comment?
No, but it
Oh.
said one earlier, but there was multiple people that commented after it.
Brad Gregg, are you
I
watching?
still
Are you
love
watching
this
this?
stuff.
That settles the best pour I've had.
That was the first bottle he brought to my house.
Yeah,
The first time he came over.
that
So-
settles the best bottle I've had.
So
Tonight.
we can do no.
I like.
It
Dude,
settles
still-
great. I
The
love it.
settle's great. I'm still a huge that Kelvin Crittenden's, dude. It
No.
just tickles my fancy. I don't know.
No, this
For
is
me-
close, Kelvin. That's
For
close.
me, the only thing
And I
that
love
comes
it.
close
It's a great pour.
is the All a Dream, but not really. I think the subtle.
No,
wins
I think
for
the
me.
subtle beats all of drink.
And that it's a beaut actually. The more it sounds.
Well, and I'm not.
This is more like She's a Beaut.
It's got a lot more nuance to it. It kind of takes you on a journey.
The All a Dream.
it was a single note.
Did you have the Yellow Dream?
I did. I
Yeah.
tried it while you were upstairs. That's a really good drinker.
Yeah.
My fear with that one, like I told James, is that one is so easy drinking that it's just gonna be gone.
Oh yeah.
Like it's
Oh,
like-
you know what we need to do, and we can do it on stream
The Hartfield.
right behind you.
oh no, wait a minute. We
gotta-
this.
we
We
have
gotta
to
do
do
this.
this.
Oh, okay.
You gotta.
We
Yeah.
have to
We
do
have
the
to try the Blackwood. So guys,
I haven't brought this up. I've been waiting for Brian. He
Go
wasn't
for it.
here. So.
Yeah,
No, you bring.
No,
you
you
do.
bring it up.
No, you know
It's
more
your
about.
show.
You know more about it. I don't know anything about it.
I know you don't know anything about it, but it's your show.
You know the microphone's really good, so everyone can hear you saying that.
And now, wait, hold on. And now introducing Brian to talk about Blackwood.
Hi, I'm Brian. I'm
I'm Jimmy
gonna let
Carson.
James talk about Blackwood. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, guys, listen. This is the last pick that Chris and I did for the group, and this barrel it's already ours. So, for better or worse, we're stuck with this barrel, guys. We gotta buy it. Okay. I think unfortunately, I think the price point is going to be somewhere between 150 and 175. I don't know yet. ISLD hasn't given me the final deal on it. I thought initially it was going to be.
If we have enough to do fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be 130, but I think it's going to be a higher price point. That being said, this is 11-year MGP or I'm sorry,
10.
9-year MGP, finished for an additional year in a separate toasted Kelvin. I think it's a Kelvin barrel actually, but
That'd
it's
be cool.
but I think it is definitely a separate fresh toasted barrel. So
I know you got some.
Okay,
I'll put it
alright.
back.
so here we go.
Am I pouring?
You're pouring.
Half ounce if you can manage it.
So
You know me. And
this
my pours,
a lot of guys have had this. Chris has had it. Juan's had it at the house. I think Juan's had it. Who else has had it? Mike Vigil had it. If Mike's on.
Yeah, Mike asked.
Mike wants like 15 bottles of this, so I've got you down, Mike, for 15 bottles.
That's good. Like what your point is. Good.
Yeah, that's why I did
It's
baby course.
Well, I'm proud of
Aren't
you.
you proud of me?
That's
It's
what I
growing up.
said.
for those of you that don't know, Blackwood is it's an NDP that's run by Justin from Justin's House of Bourbon in Louisville and Lexington. And it is they buy barrels and finish them mostly toasted, but they do some single barrel stuff too. This Justin's House of is this the one we're talking
That's the
about?
Hartfield, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
just the
this is Justin. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
tracking. Now
Yeah.
I'm tracking. All right. So J Hob is Justin's just such a great guy, salt of the earth, and we're lucky to get a barrel from him. Actually,
Of that Blackwood.
no, I mean of anything.
Of
We're lucky to get one of his barrel picks because his barrel picks are highly sought after. Actually, he sent me a 15-year Knob Creek that was his barrel pick. Just sent it to me because I'm friends with him, and it turns out that it was Connor's birthday barrel.
Is that the one he kept?
He didn't crack it yet.
What?
No, not the J-Hob.
You should have brought him
He
over.
cracked the
tonight.
green monk. I know he was going out with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's why I'm late. He was helping me. The whole family. We were working on some tables.
Sounds
Get
kind
on.
of gay.
You
To
know,
go out
like
with your girlfriend.
vanilla and spice.
The vanilla on this is nuts.
Yeah.
It's so good.
You get a lot of that toasted oak comes through.
I think that's what I'm equating to spice. Yeah.
And if I remember correct, it's all sarsaparilla and root beer. But
I haven't gone in yet.
No, I'm talking on palate. I haven't gone back in. I'm saying on my first time having this.
And
It was
it's like these will be.
it made me feel like my dad liked root beer a lot. And so we'd always have like Bard's root beer or Dad's root beer. And so it
yeah.
brought me back to a lot of that time. But
And these will be 750 bottles, right?
Yep.
yeah.
Okay. All right, going in.
It's almost floral. It almost has like
That's a lot of flavor.
kind of a Japanese
The
sort
back, the finish is strong.
That's because I'm thinking about what we've had tonight, and
It
the,
still
the
holds up.
punch this has holds up big time.
Oh, what's the proof on this?
of. I want to say 119, but I'm not sure.
Which is crazy. It
Yeah.
drinks- doesn't
It
drink
drinks-
hot and like as heat.
No, but I'm getting that.
flavor wise.
It's like that sarsaparilla, that punch.
Yeah.
It's really punchy, especially on the back end.
And again, I
It's-
don't think I have anything that tastes like this.
It's decidedly different than anything we've tasted
It-
tonight,
yeah,
and
it really
anything
is.
I mean, it's so. I don't want to say it's not butterscotchy. It's buttery.
The mouth feels kind of buttery, which is odd for lower proof point.
Dude, yeah, it's all root beer, but with like a spicier root beer, not in a
The
heat
sarsaparilla.
range.
Did you say sarsaparilla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not in like a heat sense, but like
It's almost like a sarsaparilla pepper. Like it's got that pop.
yeah, peppery is again good.
You guys still going?
Yeah.
Dan?
They got mad I only brought them one rib.
I was gonna say, do you want more ribs?
It was like an appetizer.
Yeah. Do you want, your dad's wondering if he can go.
We're still on stream. We can give you a pour or something if you want to grab a glass.
I mean, we should
Give me more of this stuff,
We're gonna talk about this last, and then we're done.
and then kill it. It's been like what, 2 hours?
Yeah,
It's still
long.
like really.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you guys still even have people watching?
Yeah.
It's my mom. My mom made 10
Okay,
accounts. And
Yeah,
And my dad's watching.
Is it
And
just Juan?
I'm not watching.
And Juan.
Juan went to bed.
What a supporter.
Anyway,
was
so
here.
this is the Blackwood. I'll make a post about it. It's awesome. It really is good. It's different than any other bottle I own, which I own a variety of bottles. Dude, it's good. Like the fact of all these bottles I've had, that subtle is truly one of my favorites.
That was a damn good.
And that's a way higher proof than this. This has more flavor than that. Like, or like holds up.
It definitely punches above its weight class as
Yeah.
far as proof goes. It
Yeah.
does. It does do that.
It's, dude, it's really good. We are gonna call the stream because we need to eat some food. I'm glad Brian made it. Till next week. Brian's gonna try the Hartfield off stream
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's something we're considering. That could be a this year thing if the pepper doesn't work out. Like we're gonna try whatever we can do.
And we know a guy.
And we know a guy.
It's all about knowing a guy.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
I'll say it right outright. If we could do that instead of the pepper, I love pepper.
No,
Dude,
yes.
I'm telling you, the pepper is like a reach. That's gonna be.
But if we can,
if everything aligns, like all the stars and
again,
like, you know,
but it's price points. We
I
can't
win-
do
I win
three
the
high.
power-
Oh,
Powerball.
that will be
That's-
a higher price.
That's gonna be $200.
yeah,
That's
true.
gonna be $200.
Yeah,
SRP when I picked it up was $149.
That's gonna be $200.
But we don't know what the markup was.
yeah, we do.
That's gonna be $200.
Yeah, I've got the ISLD calculator
the
spreadsheet.
formula.
I got the formula.
So
It's
best case scenario is 190.
Well, I'm saying, but that's from Justin's house, and he got it from Hartfield. We don't know the markup from Hartfield.
So maybe
to
Justin's house, or maybe Hartfield's
maybe he threw,
120.
yeah, maybe he threw $20 on it. So maybe we're at 170.
if his
Either
own,
way, it's
if
still
his
higher
own
end.
Blackwood is at 175 or like between 150 and 175,
Yeah.
we're looking at close to 2 for that.
Again, it's worth every penny.
Oh, 100%.
But
I think
we
that's-
have to think about our picks, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, later, guys. I'm gonna turn off stream.
All right.
I don't think anybody's
Cheers.
in here, but if you are, I hope you enjoyed the crotch shots.